You have been
Well,
queued in.
yeah, I just
You
need
are queued. You're live, Jairus.
Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to How to Become a Millionaire Now with Grant Cardone. It's time, man. It's time. If you are ready to get serious about your money, to get that $1 million money, you're in the right place. You are in the right place to hear from the man, Grant Cardone, all right? So look, we are running the hashtag today on social. It's hashtag millionaire. Get active on your social platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere. Twitter, Grant's going to be all over Twitter looking at comments, so hashtag millionaire to get in his stream. We want to see your questions. We want to hear feedback from you. We want it, when you hear that one thing that just lights your world on fire, tweet that and make sure you hashtag millionaire and tag Grant Cardone. Look, we are here to talk about getting your money game to the $1 million level. We're going to be giving money away. I don't know if you can hear this. That's cash. That is cash. Smells good too. We're talking about $1 million money today. We're giving away cash. We're giving away cash for best tweets. We're giving away cash and giveaways throughout the entire presentation today. But look, the biggest gift that you're going to get, the biggest giveaway you're going to get is what you take away from this live training. Grant's never done a live training this in-depth on how to become a millionaire, and today he is going after it. 6 years ago, I came to work for Grant. I was dead broke. I was in debt. Little hope, little even reality on my ability to become a millionaire. And 4 years later, I hit the target, man. I hit the target, and it was because of Grant. It was because of Grant. It was because of the information that he laid out for me. It was a process that he laid out in front of me, and all I did was duplicate the process. So look, you don't have to trust your situation. You don't have to trust yourself. You don't have to get sidetracked with any of the information about your current situation. All you have to do today is trust your Uncle G. Trust your Uncle G. He's going to lay the path out. It was the same thing that he did with me. It was the same thing that he did in his life, and today you will get that information. This was supposed to be a 60-minute presentation with a 10-page ebook. Grant did a 52-page ebook, and I'll tell you, it is loaded. It is chock-a-block loaded full of real, actionable, transparent things that you can do, easy things that you can do on a daily basis to make millions. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be, the big college degree. You don't need to come from blue blood. You don't need to come from money. You don't need to have an amazing job right now. You don't even need to have any job right now. All you need to do is show up today with an open mind, and GC is going to fill you up with what you need to get you on your path to 7 figures, man. 7 figures. There's a lot of ways to get there. Grant's going to go over it today. He's going to go over the different ways that you can get there depending on your situation. We are covering, man, and I'll just tell you, we're going to make an offer today. I'll just get this out of the way. We're going to make an offer today like we always do because we got good stuff that helps people. We're going to make an offer today that is so sick you got to take advantage of it, all right? So, look, today we're talking about the facts. We're talking about the math that you need to understand to become a millionaire. We're talking about some of the mistakes that people make in their quest to become a millionaire. Dude, we're talking about the economics and really why millionaire is the only option, man. Dude, how do you guarantee your millionaire status? We're going to cover that. The roots, the different ways you can become a millionaire, we're going to cover that too. The mindset, you want to know the mindset? Dude, we're going to cover that too. The math, the path, the plan, the jam. GC's going all over it. We got about a minute and 40 seconds before we are going live. And I got to tell you, from personal experience, dude, we're making an offer today. It's an $18,000 program. It's an $18,000 program that you guys are going to pay $995 for. $17,000. We're gonna save you $17,000.
We know some people have already. They know they're coming to buy. They already have a credit card.
Yep.
Okay, go to
CARD0Nuniversity.com/millionaire to take advantage of the offer. CARD0Nuniversity.com/millionaire. It's a special offer.
First 10 to take advantage of it. I got a special something for you.
Ooh, did you hear that? GC's got something special for you.
Because I reward.
First 10 that take advantage. He rewards the people that take action.
Brett Coffee, Matt Crane, Dan Grill.
I'm
waiving their fee because they were the first to sign up.
Man, he's waiving your fee because you guys signed up so fast.
Call their names out again.
Brett Coffee, Matt Crane. What was the last guy?
Dan Grill.
Dan Grill. You guys are getting a free ticket today. Thanks for taking action early. I think they were the first 3 people that signed up for this deal. So look, we're doing the same deal for the offer today. CARD0Nuniversity.com/millionaire. The first 10 that sign up, you're going to get something special from Uncle G. But look, today is the day that you will get the information that puts you on your path to millions. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I speak from personal experience. There's some of you asking about the ebook. There will be a link that we're going to post inside of the player here, but we want you to comment. We want to see your questions. All right, we got 1 minute till we're getting started. Comment, post, share, tweet, #millionaire. Make sure you tag at Grant Cardone so that we can get, man, we got people from Australia. We got people from London. We got people from, man, we got somebody from Dubai. We got people from all over the world that came to get their money right. So for everybody that's on right now, you are in the right place. You're surrounded by the right people, and GC is going to get you the right information.
Welcome to How to Become a Millionaire. Grant Cardone here. So happy, so pleased to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for believing in yourself, your financial future. I am so excited to do this. So excited to do this.
And Grant, just before you get started, first of all, I want to thank everybody for coming here. This information.
That's Jared Glant talking right
My
there.
name's Jared Glant. I'm Grant Cardone's vice president, protege, guy that he took from dead broke to $1 million in 4 years. So I'm so excited about this information and Grant sharing it with you today. But for those of you who maybe just started following Grant, maybe don't know a lot about Grant, I just want to tell you a little bit about what this guy's accomplished. He's a New York Times bestselling author of 5 books. He speaks all over the world on motivation, leadership, entrepreneur, finance, increasing sales. He's a top 5 social media expert in the world and the #1 live streamer today on the planet. He's CEO of the #1 sales training company today, and we work with Fortune 500 companies such as Google, Northwestern Mutual, just about every auto manufacturer you can imagine, Ally Bank, Morgan Stanley, and millions of entrepreneurs worldwide. Millions. Currently, Grant owns and operates 5 privately held companies with annual sales of over $100 million. He's the creator of Grant Cardone TV, which, if you've been living under a rock, is the fastest growing digital network in the world with over 30 new shows produced every single week. He's a contributor for Entrepreneur, Huffington Post, Medium, LinkedIn, and he's regularly seen on every major media for his views of business, politics, and entrepreneurship. Maybe you guys have seen him most recently on the Steve Harvey Show. He's currently working with the Pentagon to create courses to help the million troops in transition get back into civilian life and produce for themselves and their families. By the way, in 2015, he raised over $100 million for charities. And he's an amazing father, an amazing husband, and he is your Uncle G, and he's going to teach you how to make millions today. How to become a millionaire now.
Welcome to How to Become a Millionaire. Welcome to the thousands of people that have elected to make today a game changer for your financial life. You know, you've probably, if you follow me, you've heard me say many times, finances, you live on an economic planet. Finances are so vital, so important to your life, your parents, your kids, your marriage, okay? Marriages fall apart because of finances. People are stressed because of finances. And I put this together because I'll tell you why. I mean, last Sunday, I was at an event where we were raising money for a charity, and I looked around the room and I saw all these people that want to help, literally would do anything to help. They would borrow money to help. They work extra time to help. They're so charitable, so caring, and so giving. And I'm like, these people don't have any money to give. They're tapped out, man. You can't get blood out of a turnip, my mama used to say. I don't even know what a turnip is.
They in the ground, man.
And you know, you can't get sweat out of a rock, and you know all those sayings, right? And these people are in the room, and I'm like, these people want to give and they can't, and they're butting up against this thing. Good people. These are good people. These are not people that want to buy watches and cars and fancy houses. They want to give their money to their cause. And I'm like, you know what, Jared, we're gonna do a seminar. We're going to do a live webcast. We're going to reach as many people as we can, make this as affordable as possible. I want to reach people all around the world and teach them how to be a millionaire. Your teachers didn't do it. Schools don't do it. The big colleges don't do it. There is no course how to become a millionaire, and I guarantee you your parents didn't teach. In fact, your parents and society and the media are probably part of the block. So hopefully by now you have your ebook, 52 pages of ebook, How to Become a Millionaire. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do this. I want to tell you first what my goals are today, okay? My goals are number one, and maybe Robert can just show this. Yes, number one, my goal is to create $1 million mindset. You need $1 million. Think in terms of millions of dollars today, not a $50,000 wage. I want to codify the possible routes. Okay, because we changed it, Robert. I want to codify the possible routes. Number three, I want you to understand what the math is. Okay, there's basically what's called $1 million math, and I'm going to explain to you $1 million math. $1 million math. I'm going to show you and create $1 million path, and then, if that's not enough, I'm going to guarantee you $1 million status. Okay. Now I know that sounds like a big giant claim, but you're already here. Okay. I told people before you came today, the investment you make today will be worth 1,000 times, 10,000 times. Some of you it's going to be worth millions of times. That means the investment you made today, if you multiply times 1 million or even 10 million, that's possible today. Sounds like a big claim, it's not. Okay, I've done this. I know you can do it. There is a recipe. There is a recipe. If you're using the wrong ingredients, you will not get there. And most people are simply using the wrong ingredients. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you don't want it. It's not because you're stupid, okay? It's because you don't have the right ingredients. So you should have your ebook by now, Jared, just in case.
Yeah, so the ebook will be posted in the comments in just a minute here.
Okay, your ebook's going to be posted in comments.
Philip Dade, congratulations. Number one, first time taking advantage of the offer today.
Congratulations, Philip. Philip's already taken advantage of our offer. I put together a finance, motivation, and a cold call program. It sits at a place called CARD0N University /millionaire, CARD0N University /millionaire. Okay, this is an offer of $18,000, only $995. Now that's the last time I'm going to bring it up until I finish this presentation. Some of you are smart enough and wise enough to know, hey, what's this guy doing today, this morning, when he doesn't need to be? In case you guys don't know me, okay, I came from a family. I had more money when I was 8 years old than when I was 18. I had more money when I was 8 years old than when I was 25. How's that even possible? Like if you mathematically do the math, okay, if you calculate it, how can you be worth more money at 8 years old? My daughter at 6 years old is worth more money than I was when I was 25. How's that even possible? Because I must have been doing something wrong. I had less information when I was 8, more information when I was 25, and I had less money. Okay? So you got to have the recipe. You got to have the ingredients. So Philip Dade, brilliant on you, dude, at knowing, hey, I'm going to get excited today. I'm going to get some tips today. I'm going to get 52 pages of econ and 2 hours of Grant Cardone. But what I want is a continuous education. So congratulations, Philip. In fact, Philip, what I'm going to do for you since you signed up already, I'm going to give you a 15 to 30 minute private coaching session with me. Whoa. How to put your paper together, okay? Whoa. All right. Becoming a millionaire, okay, becoming a millionaire, okay? There's two parts to this, two main parts. You can hit me on Twitter if you want to see yourself posting the notes. There's two major parts to becoming a millionaire, okay? Number one, there's two parts, like any recipe. There's two parts mental. Two parts of it is two parts something, water. In this case, it's mental. And there's one part mechanical. Now, you're going to want to remember that today because we're always going to say two parts mental, 1 part mechanical. Most people get stuck on the mechanical too long and never get the mental handled. If you don't get the mental handled, okay, if you don't get this handled, the mechanical won't matter because you're going to quit. So many of you have had a failed experience at getting money that you now don't actually want money. You actually associate mentally money with failure. Much like books. People don't buy books because they remember the last book they bought, they didn't finish it. Or the 80 books they bought before that, or the 8 books that never got finished. So what do? They never buy a 9th book. Because basically it's a failure to execute, okay? It becomes, I can't have this. It becomes a mental block. So number 1, we got to get the mental handled, 2 parts mental and 1 part mechanical. I'll lay the mechanical out. The mechanical is much easier actually than the mental. Okay, now 2 things that you have to have today. One of which, by the way, which I wish somebody would have told me this, one of which is not belief in yourself. You do not need to believe that you can do this.
Congrats, Sundance Brennan and Ben Davis.
Wow.
Jumping all over the offer.
Okay, Ben Davis, Sundance Brennan, congratulations. Philip Dade, I'm going to throw you guys all in a coaching session, all right? Okay, private Grant Cardone coaching session. 2 things you have to believe in, okay? Number 1, for this to work today, for you to get the maximum amount of this, if you're sitting at home and sitting at your office, and by the way, if you have to leave, this is going to be recorded for you, okay? But if you're sitting at home, you're sitting in your office, you're taking notes, you're sitting with your spouse right now, you're sitting with your kids, there's only 2 things you have to believe in today for this to work. Number 1, you have to believe in the possibility. You have to believe that there's a possibility. You got to believe that there's $1 million. Where's my little sticky notes? You got my little sticky note thing? Or a legal pad. You have to believe in the possibility, okay? The possibility that there is $1 million, okay? You're going to see me reference, thanks. You're going to see me, are there 1 million sheets of paper on planet Earth? Are there simply 1 million sticky notes on planet Earth, okay? Like if you wanted to go out and collect 1 million of these, is the possibility, could I do it? I'm not asking you to cut the tree down, dude. Okay? You don't have to cut the tree down. Possibility. Is there $1 million out there? Because many of you have been convinced you can't be a millionaire. Many of you have been convinced because of your education, that you grew up in the wrong part of town, that you have the wrong color skin, that you have the wrong belief, you're in the wrong part of the world, and you're like, dude, it's not even possible. Only 2 things you have to believe in today. You have to believe in the possibility, and the second thing you have to believe in is me. You have to believe in me. I'm not asking you to make me a God. I'm not asking you to pray to me. Do you got to believe that my intention to help you is good? Now, I've done this, okay? You must believe in your coach. Whoever your coach is, if you don't believe in the source, you cannot use the data, okay? If you doubt the source of the content, you will not use the content. And that's why schools have failed us. Because you're looking at your teacher and you're like, what a doofus. I mean, like you're 6 years old. What an ignoramus. Right? I remember being in a class and I'm like, this is stupid. This lady doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm 8 or 9 years old. I mean, I'm 10, 11, 12. It happened through my whole educational process. What am I doing here? This guy's he's a numb-brain. Right? I know more than he does. What's he talking about? I don't understand this. So I didn't trust the source. 2 things you must believe in today. 2 things you must believe in anytime you do any course. 2 things that you have to hold true to you when you watch a stream or read an article. Number 1, the possibility. And number 2, you have to believe in the source of the content.
Congratulations to Allie Kin, Trisha, and Bertz. Congratulations, guys, for stepping up.
Congratulations, Trisha. I'm going to put you, and Alfkin. Alfkin? Is it Alfkin? Sherry, those are too big for me to read, so if you can cut the font down in half. A recent survey, and show this, Robert, a recent survey showed 45% of people gave their parents a grade D for the money education they provided. A grade D. Okay? How many people were in this survey? 700, almost 800 people were in this survey. 45%, almost half these people said, 45%, almost half said, hey, my mommy and my daddy get a D. Okay? 25% got a C. 18% got a B. Only 30% of the audience said their parents got an A and a B on finances. Was it even in your family? Did they even teach you anything about money? Huh?
Average. B's average.
Dude, B's average. What does average mean? B is an average grade. It's an 83. You know what 83 gets you? 83 grand a year. Okay? Look, even an A would be a 94. That's $94,000 a year. Okay? Did your parents teach you to become millionaires? Did your parents tell you it's important not to be broke? Did your parents, in fact, invert that, flip it, and say, look, you need to be rich when you grow up? No, they said, be a doctor, be a lawyer, get a good job, own a house, get married, settle down. Dude, did anybody tell you, get rich, get super rich? Get so rich that nobody can tell you what to do. Get so freaking rich with so much money, silver, gold, investments, real estate. Get so stupid rich that you own the town? I doubt it.
Lots of F's.
Okay.
In the comments, lots of F's for how the parents did.
But that's what they should have told you. That's what I'm going to tell you today. I'm going to tell you to get super rich. Okay? Before I do, I want to tell you my story, my upbringing. I'm not going to spend much time on this. I had a guy reach out to me and said, dude, I'm going to do your webinar. Please don't spend a lot of time on the story. Here's the story. I grew up middle class. My dad died. The income stopped. Family survived off of this much money. Every day, all I heard every day, eat all your food, turn out the lights, turn off the water, we're wasting money, okay? Don't spend it, save it. A penny saved is a penny earned. Get you a good job. There was constant fear and scarcity in my environment. Constant. If we spent money, man, I was like, my mom would be like, I bought you a car. You should be so grateful. I'm like, okay, well, I am grateful. Can I use it now? Nope. It burns too much gas. Okay? Everything was fear, man. My mom, it made sense too. My mom was scared. She only had this much money to live off of. Get a good job later was the message. Get you a good job. Get you a good education was the message. Save your money, grow old, and be grateful.
Congrats to Brian, Jimmy, Frank, Kenneth, and Jeffrey.
Dude, you guys are in my coaching club, man. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm freaking insane. Insane in the membrane. So I had this aha moment in July 1974. I'm 16 years old. Robert, I'm 16 years old. I'm at my mom's kitchen. My dad's been dead 6 years. I'm angry. I'm resentful. You know. I'm being forced to go to school to listen to a bunch of numbrains. What is it called?
Numbskulls.
Numbskulls. These guys are earning 30 grand a year. To be in a class full of kids, they don't want to be with them either. I'm sitting there, I'm unappreciative. I'm in an English grammar class with this old lady. Okay? All I want to do is, I want money. I want money. Why did I want money? At 16. Oh, by the way, at 12. Oh, by the way, at 10. And at 8. I wanted money because anybody that had money had control. My parents had the money. They could determine where we went, how long we stayed, and what we bought. Okay? And I wanted that. I didn't want to grow up. I wanted money. I wanted control. I thought I wanted to be their age. I didn't want to be their age. I wanted control. Control and money are similar. And you're going to see that today. I had this aha moment. I told my mom. She's like, you are so ungrateful. You're an ungrateful little brat. And that was true. I was ungrateful and I was a little brat. Okay? And I was rebellious and I was angry. And I had this moment. I had this moment. I'll never forget it. I know exactly where I was sitting. I know the chair I was sitting in. I can literally feel the wood beneath my butt, okay? And I told my mom, I said, this middle class thing is a notch better than starving. And when I grow up, okay, I threw it back in her face. I said, when I grow up, I'm going to get rich. And my mom got so angry. She took the glass she had in her hand. She had never done this before. Threw it across the room. It hit me right here on my knee, cut me wide open, dude. I still got the scar right now. She was furious. Now, I tell you that story to tell you a couple things. Number one, my mom couldn't do anything about it. Of course she's going to be furious. She's up against this post. She doesn't know what to do. She probably knows I'm right. But you see, she grew up poor. She grew up in the Great Recession and literally stood in a food line. Her daddy either had $1,000 in his pocket or he was broke. He was a gambler. That's all he did for a living. He didn't know how to produce stable income and grow it. So he was either busted or he had money. He was a gambler, okay? He did alcohol, bootleg, the whole deal. Never had papers to live in the United States. My dad dies. He's respectable. He's got a job. He's got a good job. He makes a bunch of money. Heart blows up in his chest. Leaves mama with that much paper. So what is the two men in my mother's life? One was a gambler. One was not. One was a bad guy. Okay? One was a good guy. The bad guy outlived the good guy by 40 years. Okay? My mom's dad outlived her husband by 40 years and never understood money. My dad understood how to make money. Heart blows up in his chest, leaves 5 kids and a wife with this much money. And my mom didn't know how to do one thing: produce new income. So what she had to do, this is important for you to understand this, what she had to do now was make sense of no flow. She had to make sense of no money coming in. And the way to make sense of no money coming in is to stop it from going out. I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to share it. I'm not going to spend it. I'm going to save it. I'm going to protect it, okay? See, my aha moment was this: I'm going to get rich one day, and when I get rich, I'm going to help people. And that's what I'm doing today, okay? At 16 years old, we were worried about every penny. A few years later, the middle class in 1974 was basically education. That was the middle class. Education, you got a car, you get a home. You buy a home, you pay it off. Okay, a home cost maybe $6,000 back then. Retirement account, get your retirement account, get some life insurance, get a good job. You get 2 weeks off and you're good to go. Fast forward to today. What is the middle class today? Education, get a home, retirement account, life insurance, good job, 2 weeks off. Same deal, right? Oh yeah, maybe a transgender bathroom. Okay, maybe we got a telephone now. Okay, now you carry your phone with you rather than have it tied into a card in it, right? You get it? Okay, now I can get video. But look, the truth is, you had more middle class people in 1974 that had a surplus of money, savings, retirement. Okay, the income in 1974, when adjusted for inflation, was actually higher than it is today. Did you know that? See, what's changed? Okay. What's changed? The cost of strawberries have changed. Bananas have changed. Education. We have $1.3 trillion worth of debt in the United States. There was no debt for college in 1974. Zero. Okay, so look, here again. You don't have to believe in you at this point. Listen to me. You do not have to believe in you at this point. For me to get you from where you are right now, broke, in debt, or maybe you got 10 grand in the bank, or maybe you got 50 grand in the bank, okay? Maybe you got $63,000 saved and that's it and you got a good job. You do not have to believe in you at this moment. What you have to understand right now is the economic facts that are in your neighborhood, in your face every day. You have to understand that, and you need to know these things, okay? Can we show this? 47% of Americans do not have $400 to their name. 62 to 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 50% of Americans today take home less than $30,000. This is a tragedy. Nobody in my office, well, they probably take home less than $30,000. Yeah, after taxes, because the tax man keeps. Incomes for the bottom 80% in America, 80% of 300 million people, 240 million people have an income that is falling. It's not going up. That's 80% of your friends, your relatives, your family members. Income since 2007 have fallen by $5,000. Home ownership is at the lowest levels in 20 years. More businesses closed in the last 6 years than opened. And we have an expansion going on right now. 33% of Americans with student loans are late. The average American works 4 months of the year, January, February, March, April, before they even make any money for themselves because they're paying the IR and the S. And 65% of all children that live in the greatest, wealthiest country on planet Earth that claims freedom is the mantra, 65% of all kids in America are on some type of government food assistance. Okay, now, you do not need to believe in you at this point. You need to believe in the economic conditions that surround you, because you've been convinced that everything's all right and it's not. Can you show this next screen? Share of nation's income. Now, we're not going to do a bunch of graphs today. I'm going to show you what you have to do, okay? The share of the nation's income going to the middle class has been declining for decades. If you think since 1968, you see this number going down, if you think any politician, any Democrat, Republican, white guy, white woman, black woman, combination, Latino, whatever, if you think anybody's going to change that for your family, you're wrong, okay? No government can change this condition. This condition is now 40 years in the making. You do not reverse a trend. You do not reverse a trend that is 40 years in the making. Remember, 50% of Americans have 50% of Americans have nothing in a savings account. Those between the ages of 35 and 44, let's see how you rate here. Between the ages of 35 and 44, you're how old, Jared?
32.
The average American between the ages of 35 and 44 has $14,226 in savings. Jared, what do you have?
7 figures.
He's got over $1 million of net worth today, okay? If your age is between 55 and 64, the average savings for somebody 55 to 64 years old is $45,000.
Congrats, Jamie. Thanks.
Okay. Do you know what one health incident, prostate cancer, brain cancer, lung cancer, something maybe not covered by is everything covered by health insurance?
No.
Okay. What if you wanted to get your teeth fixed, man? You got ugly teeth, okay? You got $45,000 saved and you're like, dude, I got to get some new teeth. I mean, these teeth are just bad, man. I mean, not only are they ugly, they're starting to break, they're cracking, okay? To get new teeth in your face, $80,000. Who's going to pay for it, man? Obamacare ain't paying for that deal, right? What if your kids, forget your teeth, okay? You know you got bad teeth. But let's say your kids got some bad teeth. Are braces covered? Braces, $12,000. You got $45,000 in a retirement account, okay? You're going to spend a fourth of it. What if you want to send your kids to private school? Private school in Miami is $2,000 a pop per kid.
Per month.
Per month. Okay, that's $45,000. You're not going to, this isn't college, man. This is a daycare center where they promise to teach the kids something. So look, you got to understand, you don't need to believe in you right now. You need to understand and embrace the economic condition in your life so that economics become vital to your household. Not because you're greedy, but because you're trying to finally protect yourself. See, I know this. I'm at my best when I'm on full alert. When I am on full alert and there's actually something I can go for, okay, I am at my best. The economics facts suggest today that the only solution for the middle class today is to become a millionaire. Millionaire status is today's new middle class. So we got to shift your thinking now, okay? We got to shift your thinking from mommy and daddy saying millionaires are just doctors and lawyers. That's not who they are, okay? A recent survey shows 94% of people know they need more than $500,000 to retire comfortably. 94% of the people surveyed said they need more than $500,000 just to retire comfortably, and actually $500,000 probably wouldn't take you from 55 to 85 years old. That's, you divide 500,000, always do the math. What's 500,000 by 30 years? No new income, assume you have no new income. I think that's $15,000 a year, $18,000 a year. Yeah, it's $17,000. $16,666. I was in the neighborhood. How do you live on $16,666 and you have no new income? Oh, Grant, Social Security is going to take care of me. Okay? Social Security is going to handle us, okay? All right, now let's get into the steps. You want to become a millionaire? Tweet me at Grant Cardone. Dude, hashtag millionaire. Here's your 8 steps. Take a picture, post it. Take a picture and post it. Number 1, make the millionaire decision. I'm going to show you how to make a decision today that sticks forever. Number 2, you have to do $1 million math. If you don't have $1 million because you hadn't done the math. Jared did his math, he has the money. Number 3, millionaire income targets. You have to have millionaire income targets, not job targets. Number 4, identify who's got your money, who's got your money, and you go get that money, okay? Number 5, increase income and stay broke. I'll go over each one of these. 6, save to invest, don't save to save. 7, create multiple streams of income. And 8, simply repeat 1 through 7 and stay as close to me as you possibly can because I will help you do these. Okay, here's the deal. You got to make a decision. Number 2, you do math. Basic, simple math. Number 3, millionaire income targets. You need millionaire income targets, not I need to make $60,000 at my job. I got to make $80,000 at my job. You and your husband, you and your wife need to have millionaire income targets. You can do it. Other people have. It has happened. Number 4, identify who's got that $1 million, okay? If I wanted to collect sticky pads, okay? I'm like, I need to collect 1 million sticky notes. What would I do? Is it possible? I don't need to believe in me. Is it possible? Yes, there are 1 million sticky notes on planet Earth. 1, 2, right? Okay, who's got them? Who's got the other sticky notes? When I run out of this pad, I would have to then find out who's got the rest of the sticky notes. If my objective was to get 1 million, I don't need an education. You don't need to go back to school. This is what Cornell and Harvard and MIT tell you. It's such a scam. I got to get a trade. Dude, you need to find out where these 1 million sticky notes is. Where is the sticky notes? Okay? Is it possible to get 1 million? Are there 1 million of these on this planet? Notice how easy and simple it is when it's not money. You're like, yeah, man, there's 1 million sticky notes. Good, good, good. We know there's 1 million. Now you'd have to ask yourself what? See, basically I did the math. I made it possible. Who's got the freaking sticky notes? Okay, now I got to make contact with the people that got the sticky notes. I'm going to ask you to make a transition now to money. Okay? Then I got to figure out how to go get those people's attention, get the sticky notes. They need to want to give me their sticky notes or not want to give me their sticky notes. I have to convince them to give me sticky notes. I then need to save sticky notes. Because if you collect sticky notes and spend them as fast as you get them, you're always going to be chasing sticky notes, and that's kind of stupid. And that's what most people do with money. Then what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to get a bunch of streams of sticky notes coming at you. So you don't have to work every second of every day like I do. But the truth is, I'm doing step 8 every day. See, what you guys see me doing right now is repeating, okay? I repeat the steps. It's like washing clothes. You can't wash them once, okay? You got to keep the place clean, all right? So what many people say is, why you work so hard, Grant? Dude, I'm doing step 8, bro. I repeat 1 through 7 and expand them. See, because I understand the economic condition. I think I'm at risk. I know people that make 60 grand a year and they don't think they're at risk. They're like, it's all good, man. Listen to people, listen to your friends. I'm good, I'm fine, I'm happy, we're happy, everything's good. And I'm like, dude, you're good and you're happy and I'm at risk, okay? I'm making a day what you make in a year.
Paranoid. People are paranoid, you know? You be paranoid about money.
Dude, I'm on alert. I'm not paranoid, I am aware of the situation, okay? I know things go bad. Bad things happen to good people every day. Okay, my dad, I know my dad's heart blew up in his chest, left my mom. That was not in the business plan. That was not in the marriage plan. Okay, they didn't say, yeah, we're going to be married, we're going to have 3 kids, and then we're going to have sex one night, and then we're going to have twins on the way. And right when we have the twins coming, now we'll have 5 kids. You're going to lose your job. That's what happened to my dad. He lost his job. His company was taken away from him that he started. Now you got to start a new career at 42 years old. Okay? You just bought a house you got to pay for. You found out you had your company stolen from you. See, bad things happen to good people, folks. Nobody plans on, oh, woe is me. See, bad things happen to rich people too. They just don't have the economic problem associated with the situation. They're like, dude, my kid's going to rehab. Here, pay for it. See, they don't. You have what? Kid going to rehab, and I can't pay for it. I can't help my kid. See the difference? Stay on alert. Jared talks about paranoia. The guy that founded Intel talked about, he wrote a book, man, why you got to stay paranoid, okay? Or alert, aware of the situation. All right, so let's talk about decisions, okay? First thing you got to do, what's the first step?
Make the millionaire decision.
Dude, you got to make a decision right now. Post, throw it up on Twitter or Facebook. I am making a millionaire decision right now, hashtag millionaire. Claim it to the world. Post it. Okay, nail it into the heart of your Facebook, your YouTube. Do a video this week on it. Tell the world, I'm going to become a millionaire. Make your claim. What's his name? Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey wrote himself. He was in Toronto. He wasn't an actor yet. Nobody knew him. He was tired of being poor and broke. His dad had left him. He wrote himself a check for $1 million. He had no money, dude. He couldn't even buy dinner. He wrote himself a check for $1 million. Jim Carrey, $1 million. Put it in his wallet, okay? He tells this story after he was paid $20 million to do the mask. And he's like, I think that check got me that money. Write a check today. Write a check for $1 million or $10 million or $100 million. You can't cash it. Don't worry about it, okay? Keep it on your desk. Keep it in your wallet. Keep it in your pocket. Write 3 or 4 of them. I challenge you to do that today. Write a check to yourself right now, whatever your name is, Jamie Brock, Jeffrey Curley. Write a check for $1 million or $10 million or $100 million or make it $1 billion. Put it in your wallet. Take a picture of it. Post it up on Twitter, hashtag millionaire. So here's the deal. Millionaire decisions, okay? Millionaire decisions. when I made my millionaire decision at 16, I'm going to get rich. Remember I said that? I'm going to get rich, and I'm going to get rich. I'm going to get so rich, okay? Here's the problem. I didn't change anything. Here was the mistakes I made when I made my $1 million decision, and I don't want you to do this, okay? Number one, I didn't change anything. I was still smoking weed. I'm hanging out with the same people. I'm skipping school. I'm not reading and nothing changed. I'm reading cartoons and watching gangster movies on the weekends. Okay? I'm at the bowling alley playing games in the bowling, dropping quarters in. Okay? I'm stealing quarters from the part-time job I got at Baskin Robbins so I can play the asteroid game at the bowling alley. You can't be out ethics to make money. Okay? If you're going to be unethical, you're not going to make money. A guy hit me this morning. He's like, I'm the top salesman in my company, and I smoke weed, man. How can weed be a problem for me? I'm the top guy there. I'm like, dude, you try to sell me something while you're smoking weed, I'll crush you, because I'm going to know you are. Okay, if you have to wash your hands after you smoke and spray some on you, you're taking time right now. You could be in front of a customer. So biggest mistake I made when I made my decision, I'm just going to share my mistakes with you. I didn't change anything. It was totally pie in the sky. It was just like, way out there, an idea, a concept. 3, I never did the math. Like, you got to do math, okay? I'm going to walk you through the math today. Number 4, I didn't remove the blocks. Friends, ideas, concepts, thinking, people telling me I couldn't, people telling me, like my mom, I'm going to be a millionaire one day. Son, I love you just the way you are. That's a block, okay? That's a block. That's somebody telling me my ideas are too big. You don't need to do that. Number 5, I had no skills. I didn't add skills. You got to add skills at some point. If you're not adding skills, you're not going to build the house. I want to build a house. You have no hammer. You have no concrete. You have no blueprint. You have no wood. You have no roof. You build no house. And number 6, I spent money on everything except the tools I needed. All right? So to make the proper millionaire decision, here's what you must do. Number 1, you got to remove the blocks. You got to remove the blocks. Remove all obstacles and blocks. That could be people. Habits, bad habits. What are the things you're doing? What are obstacles and blocks now? Okay? You got people around you telling you don't do it, it doesn't matter. You're married to somebody that doesn't care about it. Look, I was married for a year. The woman did not want to. She did not want what I wanted, okay? And we got married and got unmarried in a year. It's like in less than a year. I'm like, look, I want to be this. I don't need all that, okay? You don't need it. I need it. I got to have it, okay? I need to remove the blocks. Now, I'm not suggesting you go out and get a divorce, okay? Me and her were never right for each other. It wasn't meant to be. If you're with somebody and you've been with them more than a year, figure out how to work it out. You don't need to remove the blocks. I can remove the blocks, clear the road, and drive down it. You need to get them on the same page with you. She regrets her decision today. I trust you. Trust. Okay. Okay, number 1, remove all blocks. Number 2, reinforce and affirm your millionaire decision daily. I do this in my day timer. Okay, these numbers have changed over the years. Every day, I'm going to take my day timer, my 10X planner, and this is going to change. You know, in the beginning it was $1 million. Today it's different than it was then. And I'm going to write down and reaffirm my goals and my decisions daily. I'm going to do it in the morning. I'm going to do it at night. And I'm also going to do it when I lose.
That's when you need stamina. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh?
The reinforcement is where you need stamina.
You know, anytime I lose, anytime I'm set back, I got a setback, I had a big disappointment this week. I'm like, okay, where am I going? I want my attention on the future, not my past. Okay. The past just happened a second ago. So I want my attention on where am I going? What am I doing? What am I building? Because this is what happens. People have disappointments and they quit rather than putting their attention back on the trip. This is a trip I'm on, right? So number 3, economize all activities toward this endeavor. What that means is don't do less. It means narrow down your activities. Narrow down your activities so that you're very focused on this is what we're doing. Now, this requires a sacrifice. From the age of 25, by the way, I was broke from 16 when I made my first decision to 25. For 9 years, I was broke, okay? Because my decision was pie in the sky. But at 25, what I did was I economized all activity. Everything became about this one goal. Everything, okay? When everybody else was partying on the weekends, from 25 to 51, I didn't drink one beer. I made a decision. I'm not having another beer or another drop of alcohol until I'm rich. I'm going to be rich. The next time I get drunk, I'm going to be rich. Okay? I had my first glass of champagne at 51 years old when I married my wife. Okay, the night we married my wife, I had 2 glasses of champagne. My whole body turned into this red storm. I'm like, man, I must have got sunburned today. She's like, no, that's champagne. Okay, I had 2 glasses. I was like tipsy, you know. I'm like, whoa, that thing hit me hard, right? I'm like, I don't miss this at all. You know, I had a headache the next morning. I'm dehydrated. Economize all activities toward the endeavor of wealth. So what I want you to do right now, real quickly, I want you to write the first 3 things that come to your mind. Okay, don't judge them, just the first 3 things. The first 3 things that come to your mind. The first 3 things that come to your mind that are in the way of this endeavor. Don't judge them. You don't have to stop them today. Just write down the first 3 things that came to your mind. You got them? Okay. What is it? What are you spending money on? Are you wasting money? You wasting time? They say time is money. Sleeping in? Going to the beach? I deserve that, Grant. No, you deserve to be rich. See, this is what people say. I deserve some time off. No, you deserve to have so much money you don't have to work anymore. See, this is what you got to do. You got to flip this thing now. You got to be like, look, I want to set up a mechanism where I'm making money whether I'm at work or not. Right? Would you enjoy your job more if you made more? Who wouldn't? Right? If I give you 10 times more money right now without inflating the cost of goods, and you go from making $40 an hour to $4,000 an hour, tell me you're not going to like your job more. So like if we could flip that mechanism, like you got to just think in the possibility right now. Again, don't get lost in mechanics yet. We got to fix this first. We got to say, hey, is there a possibility? Is there somebody on this planet making $4,000 an hour? I don't know what that would be. $4,000 an hour.
160, 64
times
million?
365 times 24 hours. Even in your sleep, that's $35 million a year. There's plenty of people who make $35 million a year. Okay, that's nothing. I know a guy makes that every month on his dividends. Every 30 days. Like he got his head right. He had to get his, or he was just lucky. I don't know. I've never been lucky. Maybe he was just lucky. I just know this. Every business he goes into, he makes it work. So he's got some consistent luck going on. He knows something me and you don't know. This was open wider in the beginning, okay? The founder of Facebook, it was open up bigger. This was the whole thing was Bill Gates, it was open up bigger. Bill Gates says if you were born poor, shame on, it's not your fault. If you stay poor, shame on you. All right? So what do we got to do here? Remove the obstacles. Okay, what are the obstacles? What are the blocks? Who's around you that's in your way? What habits are you doing? Smoking weed, drinking too much, going to the clubs, going to casinos. You're dripping out at a casino. You're losing $200 a month at a casino. It's no big deal, man. It's $200 a month. What if that $200 a month over the next 10 or 15 years actually became the money that you could have invested in that one stock that blew up and exploded? Number 2, reinforce and affirm every day. This is important to you, and that is vital. That is an investment that costs you nothing. Zero. Costs you nothing, Jimmy Ray. Costs you nothing, Frank Batelleres, Kenneth Francis. It costs you nothing to write every day. I am a millionaire. I'm worth 10 million. I'm worth 100 million. I'm a billionaire. Economize all activities toward this endeavor. Number 3.
Congrats, Patrick Young. Congrats, man.
And add your income skills. Now, some people are jumping on our offer right now because they're like, dude, how am I going to reinforce this every day? See, this is what you guys need to understand. You remember my first decision was I'm going to be rich. And in the next 9 years, I ended up with less money because I didn't change anything. I didn't add skills, man. I didn't have somebody coaching me every day. I didn't have somebody pounding me in my head every day. Dude, what you doing, man? What you doing, son? What you doing? Dude, everybody that gets great at anything does it every day. Okay, LeBron, huh? What's LeBron doing every day since he's freaking 3 years old? Every day, man. What's Jay-Z and Kanye doing every day? When they quit, first in the beginning they were freaking slinging the freaking powder. Okay, every day. And then they're like, man, I don't want to sling powder anymore. They had to change, remove the obstacles and blocks. They're like, I'm not going to sling the powder, I'm going to sling the vinyl. right? What are they doing? They're out doing concerts today. Why are they doing? Why is a guy worth $600 million doing a concert? What are you doing on the weekends? I'm going to the concert. Wrong, man. You got to flip it. You should be doing the concert, not going to the concert. But when do I get to enjoy myself? What's my saying, Jared?
Enjoy.
Pay the price today. Pay any price today so you can pay any future price. Okay? Pay the price. Suffer today so you can pay any price in the future. June 1983. June 1983, I'm 25 years old, and I had this aha moment. Remember, I had an aha moment when I was 16, and at 25, I had another one. Dude, you can't get rich without making money. I wasn't making any money. It is impossible to get rich. You can't show me one person that didn't get rich without making money, okay? You can't make money without becoming a business. See, I wasn't a business. If you want to make money, you have to become a business, okay? If you want to make money, you have to become a business. That doesn't mean you need to own a business. It means you need to be a business. You don't start a business, you become a business because you are a business. Grant Cardone's a business. Jared Glant's a business. Sherry Hamilton's a business. Robert Hamilton's a business. Patrick Young is a business. Jamie Brock is a business, okay? Kenneth Frontes is a business. You are a business. Matt Crane is a business already. My daughter Sabrina is a business. She doesn't have to own the business. She is the business. You get it? What you are every day, what you represent every day is value. People exchange money with people that are valuable. That is a business. A business is based on income. You got to have money coming in. That's a business. My daughter goes out, gets money. She's got a business, right? She doesn't have to register it with the state, not yet. She doesn't have to have Kool-Aid. There's no reason for my daughter to go. She's like, I want to get a Kool-Aid stand. Dude, babe, you don't need a Kool-Aid stand, babe. Kool-Aid stands cost money. You just walk up and tell people, hey, look at this beautiful smile. What's it worth? Give me 20. How about I run a lap? Give me 20, right? So you exchange something of value, something somebody finds of value. It could be as simple as a smile, all right? Now, income, notice that when you become a business, you don't need to own a business. You don't need to go farm a business. You don't need a business idea. When you become a business, what's the top line of every business? Huh?
Revenue.
Income, man. You got to have income. Now, why am I telling you this? Because your mommy and daddy taught you it was about saving money. They said a penny saved. Dude, it's a penny. See, you don't have money because of your education. I'm telling you, you don't have money today because you were miseducated. If you want money, you need income, okay? So the first line of every business is income, not savings. There's nothing to save. Americans and people around the world are trying to save something they don't even have. When what they should be doing is going out and getting. Again, you don't need a lemonade stand. You don't even need it. You need an idea, but you don't need a product. You don't have to have a product. You need to walk up to somebody and say, hey, you got 20 bucks? Look at this. Am I looking sweet? Huh? Okay. Maybe what you do is you take the coat off your back. You want some money? Maybe you go in your closet right now. Maybe you go in your closet right now and find that stuff that you don't want anymore, and you're like, hey, I'm going to go get some money for this today. See, how many of you want money right now? You want some money right now. You're like, I don't have money. Go in your closet, find those tennis shoes. Somebody will pay for them. Put them up on eBay. You could have more money today. In fact, you could have a second flow of income right now. Everybody could have a second business today because of the way we are today. Not like 1976. You could have your goodies on eBay right now, have a second flow of income coming in every day. Your baseball bat, that old baseball glove, that old frame you don't use, that box of cigars that you quit smoking cigars and you don't want these anymore. Dude, put it on eBay. Okay? Maybe it's a bottle of wine. I tell you what, I'll show you how simple this is, okay? I'm gonna auction off this manuscript right now, okay? I'm going to sign this. I'm going to show you how simple it is to raise money. Okay, Jared, find out who wants to pay for this and what they want to pay for it. I want to increase my net worth right now. I don't need a business. I don't need to go form a business, license it, register it. Who wants to pay for my personal signed copy of my ebook? We have people online asking questions.
We got a ton of people.
How much? I'll start the bidding at 50 bucks.
Congrats to Timothy and Rhonda already for jumping on the offer we made. Who wants it for 50, guys? Can I get 50? Can I get 50?
Can I get 50? Can I get $50? Starting at $50, $50, $50. Anybody $50, $50? Anybody $50?
Yo, we got a 50 now. Can I get a half and a half and a half and a half and a half? Get a 50, half.
Anybody $25, $25. Anybody $25, $25. Anybody?
I got a 50 right here.
We got who's the $50?
Clint Holmes said 1,000.
Clint Holmes. What?
Clint Holmes said 1,000.
Damn. Okay, we had $1,000. $1,000. $1,000.
Can you get 1,100, 1,100,
$1,050. $1,050. Going once. Going twice. I'm gonna sign this. I'm gonna date this. Okay. I'm gonna put a little note in here. Guarantee you'll be a millionaire.
Clint Holmes with the top offer right now, $1,000.
Anybody? $1,050.
1,050? Can I get 1,050?
Dude. Okay. Sold
to Clint Holmes.
Okay. Now, the point of that is this. I'm going to send this to Clint. Clint, I don't want your $1,000. And wouldn't you guys like to be in a position not to even take the money? Like, dude, I don't need that. Okay. Wouldn't you like to be in a position to help people? Okay. To make it fun, to have fun every day and not worry about it. Okay. And not have to be stingy and miser and fearful and terrified every second of every day, and not have to put stuff up at the Whole Foods cart where you're like, I really want that organic grapefruit, but man, I wasted it the last time I bought it. Okay, Clint, I'm gonna send that to you, buddy. Okay, income. Everybody has the ability. Quit saying you can't make money. All you have to do is sell something. Every company is based on sales. Even these Wall Street unicorn companies. The LinkedIn's and who's the group we were out in Phoenix seeing, Jared? They raised $800 million.
Zenefits.
They don't sell anything. They don't have any revenue. What they did to replace revenue, they went out to investors, sold a portion of the company, said, give me a bunch of money, okay, in hopes that the stock goes up one day. Okay, that's the new way to raise money. I don't advise it for anybody. It's pretend. It's like why don't you just play a game with your sister? Stupid game, okay? Income, not savings. Income, not ideas, okay? Let's go to the screen. Income, not saving. Income, not ideas. Income, not people. Income, not investing. Income, not even strategy, okay? You hear what I'm telling you right now? I'm telling you, income, not people. All these rich people you talk to. Hey man, tell me what made you so successful? I surrounded myself with the best people. Dude, it's not even true. He had enough money to buy the right people. Okay? He's skipping a part of the situation here. You can't just get great people. You got to pay them. So he had income. He had money. Okay? He had money. He had to do the right things with money. Even if you have a great idea, dude, you need money to get behind that idea. Okay? Ideas need fuel. And fuel is money in this case. Okay? All right. $1 million math. Let's do some math. Okay? Let's do a little math here. I'm going to do a little math here. Let's do a little math. This is the second step. It's called $1 million math. Okay, what I want you to do, and I'm going to sit down, and maybe after this, I'm going to have you sit down, and I'm going to show you how many different ways you can make $1 million. Okay, first of all, we know the dough's there. We know the dough's there. Everybody know there's $1 million on this planet, right? Okay, are there 1 million sticky pads on planet Earth? Good. There's 1 million sticky pads on planet Earth. So you could do this one time. Somebody gives you $1 million. Mama dies. Daddy dies. Somebody's going to have to die. Okay? Or, oh, by the way, they spent a lifetime earning that money, unfortunately. Because they didn't have the $1 million mindset. They spent their whole life doing it. They bought a house. They bought a house for $200,000. They kept it their whole life. It was worth $1 million. Now you got to pay Uncle Sam. It's a terrible situation. Okay, now let me tell you some good news here. If you earn $50,000 a year, by the way, the average American earns $52,000 a year. For the next 20 years, you will make $1 million. You're a millionaire. See, you're a millionaire. Everybody's going to be a millionaire. I don't know why everybody's sweating the deal. People actually talking about never being a millionaire when the truth is you're actually invalidating your current situation. You could do this now. You could do this. Here's another way to do it, okay? You could do this. $100,000 over 10 years. I just cut time. I just took time out of it, okay? Now, why am I showing you that? Because time is money, right? So if you want to understand how to multiply time, you got to do a little math here. Here's another way to do it. $250,000. Jared, how many people in America make $250,000? Can you tell me?
A little bit more than 1%.
I think 30 million people. I think there's somewhere between 15 and 30 million people make 250 grand a year. So we know, the point I'm making about this is this. When I'm doing this at 26 years old, I'm like, dude, somebody else did it. They're not geniuses. All I started reading at 25 years old, the only thing I was studying at 25 years old was rich people. J.P. Morgan, the Carnegies, the Rockefellers, everybody that made money, good guys, bad guys. It didn't matter to me. I didn't care. The mafia. Okay? Now here's another way to do it, all right? Here's another way to do it. You could earn $114 an hour every hour of the year. There's 8,760 hours. 8,760 hours in a year.
Of couples,
how many?
2.9%.
3% of all couples. I think there's 100 million households. So some 3 million households in America earn $250,000. Okay. So if I wanted to earn $1 million, if I could learn how to make $114 an hour online from home, if you're a plumber, if you're in the oil fields, you make $80 an hour. You probably make $100 an hour. Now I got to figure out, how do I duplicate that over and over and over again? How do I do that? So what I want you to do, what I need you to do right now is do math. You got to do some simple math. What would it take to get you and your household to $1 million? Okay. Now watch this. What is $1 million? Oh, by the way, these numbers I just gave you, they're a bit of an illusion. Okay? Because watch. $1 million, $250,000 a year, go get you a job, do that in 4 years. Uncle Sam's going to take half of this, right? So you just came up short. That's why so many people come up short, because they never do math. Because this math would not be correct, because Uncle Sam's going to take half of it. You got to pay him. In fact, he takes his before you get yours. Now watch this. Okay, so this is what you would do. If you wanted to make $1 million this year, income, I'm just talking about income, do the math. You take the 52 weeks, and the 52 weeks would say you need to make $20,000 a week. Now I'm going to show you how to do this even if you're only making $4,000 a month. Average American makes $52,000 a year. It's $4,300 a month. That's $1,000 a week. If you can make $1,000 a week, how many believe you could actually make $20,000 a week? But you'd have to change your mind. We know the sticky pads are in the universe. Okay? We know somebody on planet Earth has 20,000 units. Okay, to make $20,000 a week, I need to make $28.57 a day. That's $114 an hour. So I either need to go out 1 hour and collect $28.57. I don't know what you could do to get $28.57 every day. I don't know what's worth that. I don't know what Robert could do to earn $114 an hour. You just start plugging the math in, okay? You start plugging the math in and you look at, well, what are my possible paths? How do you do this? Other people are doing it. If you own a McDonald's franchise, you do this. If you own a Roto-Rooter, you could do this. If you had a network marketing company with 400 or 500 people in your downline, you could do this because other people do this. This week we had 6 people in here that earned $1 million a year last year. A lady, 54 years old, been in network marketing 6 years. Last year earned $1.6 million. So what are your paths? What are the possible paths to do this? Okay, number 1, franchises. McDonald's, Roto-Rooter, etc. All right, Made Pro, ERA, 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, I think a 7-Eleven costs you about $1.2 million. Okay? Somebody likes the 7-Elevens. Number 2, investments. You can make investments, okay? Number 3, start a business. You could start a new company from scratch. Number 4, a salary. Maybe you get you a big jumbo salary. Number 5, salary and commissions. Number 6, internet sales or affiliates. Oh, by the way, salary and commissions, we'll be going into that. Number 7, you could marry it. Dude, I would advise you to marry it. Okay, I would tell you, man, go find some money. You're gonna be, you know.
You can marry more money in a day than
yeah,
you can make in a life.
You can marry, you know. Elena did good. All right, you know, I told Elena before we went to sleep last night, I'm like, you're gonna be so rich, dude, when I'm done. Okay, because that money's just gonna keep multiplying, and you're gonna be the princess. You could win the lottery, okay, but you'd have to buy the ticket. You know? And I advise you to buy a ticket. When those tickets get in that $500 million, $700 million, $1 billion range, you got to buy a ticket, okay? Because you got a better chance of winning that than you do making $1 billion. That's a lot of money. It's hard to make $1 billion. All right, so let's look at some franchises first, because you got to exploit the opportunities, kill the ones that won't work for you, and focus on the ones that will. Number one, Roto-Rooter. It's not sexy. You need $137,000 to buy a Roto-Rooter today. Okay, now that's not what I did. I didn't have any money when I was 29 years old to start my own business. So what I did was I went and knocked on doors and collected money. I didn't start a franchise. I had an idea. I took my idea to the marketplace, sold my idea to the marketplace. People gave me money for the idea. I didn't buy the franchise. I don't understand why you have to buy the franchise, personally. It seems like a big investment. Made Pro, clean up people's houses and apartments, $115,000. You need $115,000 up front. ERA franchise system, that's a real estate franchise system. 200 grand, you need 200K to go in. You're going to probably have to have some capital in the bank to support the system going forward. 7-Eleven will cost you $1.1 million. They want to see you have $150,000 liquid from day one. McDonald's, $1.9 million is the average McDonald's franchise. You need $500,000. Car dealership, great idea. You need $11 million. And you're probably going to need $2 million worth of capital sitting in the bank to fund the cars, okay? If you're in the car business, I was in the car business from the age of 23 to 29. The chance of me buying a car dealership today are like nilch to none. I don't have people don't have $11 million sitting around. And if you do, you're going to be competing with some other guy that's got $12 million. Okay, now the other way you could do it is you could make investments. This is what most of you call in on the CARD0N Zone. You're like, man, I'm looking at this investment. I'm about to buy this stock. Okay, here's the deal. Okay, here's how you do. Just do the math. Do the math again. I hate stocks. I think most people know I hate stocks. I lost my. There it is. Here it is. Okay, right here. Okay, remember, what are we focused on right now? Jared's job is to go from zero. First thing he's got to focus on is income. Income is senior to everything in the beginning, okay? So let's say this is what you would need. This is what you would need, so you guys quit thinking about dumb stuff. You need $20 million in stocks to pay you $1 million a year, okay? If you got a dividend stock like AT&T, AT&T pays a 5% dividend because you need money, right? We're talking about income right now, not net worth. Talking about income. You need $20 million in AT&T stock to pay you $1 million a year. Or you need $50 million in bonds. By the way, I think bonds would be a better investment in the next 12 to 18, 24 months than stocks would, to pay you the same $1 million, okay? Now, Jared, are these within your capability right now?
No, sir.
No, sir. That's out and that's out. Okay, or now watch how juicy it gets. You would only need $10 million in real estate. It's half the first number and 20% of the second number. That's why I like real estate so much, because you get leverage. And by the way, the difference is I get to touch that real estate. I get to drive by it, walk on it, see the grass growing, the weed in the sidewalks, people there. The stocks and the bonds, I'm like, where is this stuff? It's kind of like cash. I can't even get my cash. So I'm just showing you franchises is one way. Investments are a one way. But if you don't have any money, buying $10 million worth of real estate ain't going to happen today. The third way is income. This is the third step in the formula, right? Number one, make a decision. Number two, do the math. Number three, this is everybody's solution. This is what we do. This is part of our offer today, by the way, okay, is I'm going to show you how to increase income, okay? That is the number one thing you must do. At the age of 25, I'm broke. I'm $30,000 in debt. All I did was focus on no investments. I had no money. Okay, I didn't go buy a franchise. I didn't want to own a McDonald's. I didn't want to do a Roto-Rooter. I can't even imagine, right? So what did I do? Hey man, just focus on income. 25, today I'm 58, for 33 years, all I do every day, right? Income, 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 every day. All I focus on constantly is income. Now if you read the wealth books, they're going to say income is terrible because it's taxed so high. Income will get you these investments that are not taxed. Income is the Mac Daddy of all wealth creation. No income, no wealth. You cannot show me one person, one wealthy person on planet Earth that did not increase income first. You gotta have money coming in before you can create wealth. This is what they don't teach you in college, all right? So the third step, increase your income, okay? What you wanna do here is set your targets, set targets, big giant, unachievable targets. Number 2, you want to measure those targets constantly. Now, Jared, pop in here. How often what do you hear me saying every day about income?
Control equals income?
Yeah, and every hour, what am I saying?
How many we got?
How many we got? How many we got? How many we got? How many we got? What we got? What we got? How many appointments we got? How many people have we been in front of? How many people did we present to? Okay, how much money did we make? How much we got? I sound like I'm greedy. Now, you see, some of you think, man, the guy's so greedy, he's always paying attention to money. Or you could say, the guy's paying attention to money. Which one is it? I don't know. See, people that don't have money are like, he's so greedy. It's a misunderstanding. He's only focused on money. Dude, I'm trying to take care of my financial environment. Okay? You live on an economic planet, folks. If you don't pay attention to it, you will not have it, and I'll prove that to you today. If you don't pay attention to money every second of every day, money will go to somebody that will pay more attention to it. I have money because I pay attention to it. Guy goes out and makes a bunch of money, right? He hates money, actually. He makes a bunch of money. He doesn't even like how he does it. He makes a bunch of money, and what's he do on Friday night? First of all week long, I don't make enough money. I don't make enough money. I remember working at a refinery, and everybody at the refinery, they're getting paid $20 an hour, $40 an hour. They're doing these hard manual labor jobs. We don't get paid enough. The refinery makes all the money. Exxon, Chevron, they make all the money. I'm like, dude, man, you guys making some good money, man. I know guys that make freaking $8 an hour, $6 an hour. You're making freaking $40 an hour and you complain about it. Yeah, they're making millions though, right? The athletes, they're making $5.5 million a year and complain because the Lakers are making, the guy's worth $1 billion. Man, you're making $5.5 million a year, bro. Come on, man. Why are you hating, okay? What are you going to do with that money now that you're making it? What are you going to do to grow that money, right? Set targets. Set targets. Number 1, set targets. Number 2, measure the money. You got to measure the money. Measure the money. Number 3, you should have graphs looking at money. Do we have any graphs around here that I can show them? Number 4, pay attention to the money. And number 5, okay, everybody needs to get on the same page with whatever it takes to increase the flows, okay? So I'm going to tell you what I did I'm going to show you what I did here at 25. Okay, we're going to go back to where when I was making $3,000 and I'm like, there is no way, and this was suspect. Okay? I'm making $750 a week. $750 a week. First thing I did is set a target. First thing you do, what do I say all the time in here?
What's the target?
What's the target, dude? We have a program. We're rolling out a program. What's the target? Hey, we're going to do this. We got all these big ideas. Okay, good. What's the target? What's the target? Thanks, Jerry. What's the target? Okay. First, you make a commitment to the idea. Okay, my first target, in my case, was $6,000. I wanted to double my income. So I did the math on it. I need another $750 a week. I know I can do this. Can I double this? Oh, it's impossible. It was impossible if I didn't change my habits. Okay? I quit hanging around Jose, quit hanging around Gene, quit wasting time on the weekends. I added 2 days to my week. I went from a 5-day week to a 7-day week. Boom. First month, I made $7,400. I exceeded the target, okay? So first thing I did was this. I set a target. Okay, now when you can do this, all of a sudden you're like, set a target. Okay, I set my target at $7,000. I doubled it. I said I'm gonna double it. For 25 years, all I've been doing is I keep doing this. I keep setting new targets, right? $7,000, $10,000, $12,000, $20,000, $27,000. So man, maybe I could do, right? Everything keeps getting bigger. I'm like, wow, man, if I could do that, I could do this. It becomes possible. Remember what I said earlier? You don't need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in the possibility and then have somebody coach you along every day and be there with you to say, what? Can I keep doing this? Because there's nothing. I'm going to give you a text message. A guy texted me last night. He's a billionaire. He's a multi-billionaire. And he texted me last night. And he says, hey man, I got the check, thanks. It was a big check. 8-figure check. From me, okay? He says, I got the check, thanks a lot. And I said, oh, by the way, the rest of it is in really good hands. It's in a good deal. Across the street's gone up 3 times. It's gonna pull us up. And he's like, that's awesome. That's awesome. I said, yeah, but it's a boring business. My business is boring. I don't have red and green days. I don't have stocks going down or stocks going up. I don't have what's called red and green days. It's a boring business. And he writes me back, this is a multi-billionaire. There's something to be said for that kind of business. It's hard to beat running a good business. See, this is a business. You are a business. You are a business as long as you have income coming in, and as long as that business, as long as you, the individual entity, is saying, I want to keep increasing the value of this business, my brand, which is what? I'm going to go from $3,000 to $7,000. I'm not asking anybody for a raise. I'm not going to my boss say, give me a raise. He's not the guy that's got my sticky notes. One guy don't have your sticky notes. Planet Earth has got your sticky notes. You get it? Okay? So I got to go out to these people and say, hey, money follows attention, okay? Money follows attention. How can I get this to happen? So I set a target, and then what I want to do is I want to measure. You got to measure your activity. Constantly measure. All right? So we use graphs here. Expense graphs, revenue graphs, GI monthly, okay? I mean, look at this. This is awful. This is ugly. This is terrible. I don't know if you can see it. This is, you know.
That's good.
Huh? I don't want to get that close. This is just one source of income, so it doesn't matter anyway, okay? This is one graph of one source of income, and I want to pay attention to it because I want to know what made it go up, what made it go down. Okay. And then what I want to do is I want to do whatever it takes to keep getting this graph to go up. So I'm at $3,000. I'll just give you a little chart here. I'm 25 years old. Just give you a little time chart here, okay? 25 right here. Today I'm 58. 35, 45, you know, right? So this is through time. Back here, I'm like, hey, I need to get to $7,000. I mean, today I wouldn't even think about $7,000. You know, I throughout this period of time to here, I would never buy a nice car in here. I never bought a nice car. I didn't buy a nice watch. Nothing. All I did was focus on raising income. Man, I'd look at magazines. Boy, I'd like to buy a new watch. I didn't have time. I wanted to go get more money. Okay, remember, whatever it takes, keep your attention on whatever it takes to increase your income. All right, Jared, let's answer some questions real quick. If you got any in there. Whatever it takes, what can I do to increase income? We're on step 3.
Is there a specific link to purchase the offer? Yes, it's CARD0N3.com/millionaire. CARD0N3.com/millionaire. Congrats to Yardy.
Okay. So if you want to get this income from $3,000 or $36,000 a year, and you want to get, what was our daily number? I forgot what it is. You want to get to $1 million a year, right? You want to get to
it was $2,800 today.
$83,333 a month to how much a day?
$2,857.
$2,857 a day. Okay. You want to go from $3,000 a month to $28,700. What do you got to do? It's a number. It's a number. What would I need to do if I'm going to the ocean and I'm getting 3 buckets of water a day, and I'm like, I want to get to 30,000 buckets of water. I got to get some other people working with me. I got to get some other way to do buckets, something, right? So you got to think it's possible first. Number 1, you got to think it's worthy. Number 2, it'd be kind of stupid to go get water out of the ocean. What am I going to do with it? All right. So how do you increase your income? Okay, what are the ways to possibly increase your income at that crummy job you have right now? Because a lot of people believe, incorrectly by the way, that you need to own your own business in order to get rich. Okay, just to demyth that, Only 1 out of 5 millionaires own their own business. Last year in America, 500,000 households became millionaires, okay? 400,000 of those work for somebody else. Only 100,000 of these people had their own business. More new businesses failed in the last 6 years than were started. So you don't have to own your own business. What you need to do is find somebody that wants to grow, because if they don't want to grow or you don't want to grow, it won't happen, all right? Okay, so how can you increase your income? What would it take to increase your income? What step are we on, Jared? Do you know?
I was answering questions.
We're on step 3. We're on step 3 right now, okay? How do you increase your income? What I want you to do is take a simple piece of paper, and I want you to write down your current salary. What is your current salary? You're not leaving the job you have. You don't need to leave the job. You don't need to go anyplace. When I made the decision at 25 years old, I did not go anyplace. I didn't quit where I was working, okay? I didn't need to change that. I needed to change a bunch of stuff, but that was not one of the problems. Number 2, you could start selling assets right now. What's an asset? I walk around our office all the time. What are our assets? Josh in our internet department. What does that mean, dude? What are our assets? What are our assets, buddy? What are our assets? MP3s, programs, universities, books.
What can we trade for dollars?
Socks. What can I trade for dollars? My plane. Can I trade my plane? Can I raise some money right now for my plane? Do I have something I can sell right now? Anything. The rims on my car. Okay. The running boards on my truck. My telephone. What can I sell? Notepads. What do I have in inventory right now? Hats. Dude, what you got that you can sell? Your kids' shoes that are 5 days from being too small. See, that's how I think about money. What do you have to do before you get in trouble? Because if you were in trouble right now, if the bank came to you and said, sell everything, what would you do? You'd sell everything. But they're telling you to do it because it is a priority now to get something paid off, rather than you saying, I want to raise money for my business. I want to increase my income. By the way, you selling your kids tennis shoes is income. And it would be treated as income by the IRS. Okay, sell assets. You could get, I'm just showing you possibilities. If you want it, truly were committed to getting income today. You could get a second job. You could be like, okay, I'm working at Grant Cardone's place at
Uber.
I could go Uber. I could go do Uber, or the other one's what? Lyft. I could go Lyft. I could do Uber. I could go wait tables. I could give massages, you know? What's so funny about that? Why does everybody laugh when I say that, dude? Like, I got some good hands, man. My wife always says, man, you got some good hands. Okay? So look, how many massages could I give a week, you think? Jared, how many you think I could give?
Probably at least 20 a day.
No, but I got my other job, dude.
7, 10.
Yeah, so I could do another, what?
You know,
one and a half?
You could do spray tans too.
10 times 200. I'd charge 200 for a massage. Whatever people charge, I'd charge more than that because I got a great attitude.
Would you put the oils and stuff in there?
I wouldn't do oils.
Incense?
Dude. I would do over the sheet.
Oh, you wouldn't even go skin on skin?
No, dude, because I like it. I like the sheet in between. There's something exotic about the sheet.
What about hot rocks?
Hot rocks?
Hot rocks, hot stones.
Wow, you're really going out there, dude.
Congratulations, Samantha Walter, for taking advantage of the offer. CARD0Nuniversity.com/millionaire.
Yeah, I could even do the walk on them, you know, do it with my feet. My wife does a great foot massage. She uses her feet in my back. So let's say if I could do 10 of those, 10 at 200, no tip. Say, look, no, don't tip me, please. Okay, have the best attitude. I mean, just have an unbelievable attitude. Make people really feel good. You know, $2,000 a week times 4. That's $8,000. Let's say right now I'm making. My pen broke. Let's say I'm making $3,000 at my current job. I'm making $3,000 at my current job. No, I'm making $52,000 a year at my current job, and all of a sudden I start making another $8,000 a month. Making $96,000 at my massage job and $52,000 at the day job. See, now let me tell you what Mr. Stupid does. They quit the day job. No, I'm done with that job. I'm not doing that $52,000. Now they're back to one income again. Everything was going good because they had double incomes. Now they get stupid again. Because what happened was the person never did the millionaire math. What the person was going for was more income. They're like, I don't like my job. That's why you don't get paid more money. Because it's all over your face every day. That should be a song. All over your face every day. Is that going to get cut out?
Auction your plane off.
Is that going to get cut out? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll auction the plane off. 8.3 million right now. Okay. 8.3 million little sticky notes. So I'm doing a job for $52,000 a year. I'm doing, how many massages did we say we were doing? 10? I'm doing 40. I'm doing 480 massages a year. I'm making another 96,000. I just doubled my income, almost triple. I doubled my income. I'm almost 3 times my income now. Oh, by the way, now I get to write off my car. Okay, I get to write off my car because I like that idea. I might start doing massages. Okay. Now, the mistake people make is this. Okay, they get a second job, and they don't add a third one, or a fourth one, or a fifth one. So think with this. Okay, think with this. Current salary. Don't leave it. Do not leave the current deal. Don't leave it until you can replace it too. Okay, the goal is to get multiple flows here as we go through. Sell assets. I could sell assets every month. Number 3, get a second job, second income. Number 4, commission sales. Okay? Now, when I say commission sales, it could also be referral sales. It doesn't have to actually be the sale. You could call my office and say, Grant, do you pay commissions for referrals? Because we really don't want you presenting the deal anyway. You could just call up, Grant, what would you give me, Grant, if I got you a lead to a deal that became a deal? $500. Okay? Let's say you do 12 deals a year referring my company to somebody you already know. I'll pay you another $6,000. Okay? 52 grand, 96 grand, and another 6 grand. Oh, that's not enough. Dude, that's 6 grand you didn't have, okay? I give somebody in Pakistan 6 grand, they'd be all over it. That's why India is willing to do this. Right? Okay, I could also do internet sales from home. I don't know, you guys know anything about internet sales from home?
Like eBay.
eBay, what else?
Amazon.
Rocco's son buys basketball shoes. He buys them. He finds out what's valuable. He buys whatever's on the market and sells them back on eBay for a premium. Okay, he'll go to Nordstrom, buy the shoes, put them back on eBay because he knows you can't get them any other place. He'll buy everything they have. Put them back on eBay, charge a premium, have them untouched, take photos of them. There's no business, man. He didn't go get a license to do this. He didn't go to college for 5 years and borrow 300 grand. Internet sales from home. Affiliate programs. We do an affiliate program at GrantCard0N.com. Okay, CARD0N Enterprises, we do an affiliate program. Network marketing. Everybody watching this should be involved in network marketing. Everyone. Everyone should be involved in network marketing. Everyone should be. Why? Because there's people there. People have money. Who's got your sticky notes? Okay? It's not in a tree. Monkeys don't have this. Network marketing. There are people there, lots of people gathering for like minds. The other thing you could do is you could slowly over time, what Jared has done is start making investments. So at my company, we take key people in the company, executives that we trust, and we're like, look, you want to start taking your bonus and invest it in the real estate, it becomes a passive flow or an investment flow that's protected. All right. How do you increase your income? That's the big trip here. How do I get to $1 million? There's no way to get to $1 million without increasing your income. It's impossible. Can't get there. Money, by the way, seems to flow. Money seems to flow to those who give money the most attention. It doesn't flow to the smartest guy in the room. It doesn't flow to the prettiest person. It doesn't flow to a certain nationality or religion. It flows to the people that give it the most attention. The salespeople we have in our company, Jared, do you notice that the people that get the most attention get the most money?
Yeah, 100%.
Or the guys getting the wrong kind of attention?
Well, and they put their attention on it as well.
Uh-huh.
They try to get attention because they have attention on money, and so
Yeah.
that attention, they're in the office early, they're on the weekends, they're committed to growing their business as well.
Right. So a lot of people misunderstand this attention thing. They're like, I'm going to go out and get a bunch of attention, but you got to have attention on money. See, the Kardashians want to get rich. They want to get rich. They have attention on their net worth. I guarantee you, if I sat down with them, Donald Trump has always had attention on his money. He gets attention because he has attention on his money. I'm not talking about you being a whack job or a goofy. There's a bunch of goofies out there. I'm getting attention, man. I'm getting attention. For what, though? Just because you want to get attention, right? You put on your Snapchat face, you get attention. But the problem is you miss this one thing. Money seems to flow to those who give it the most attention, not who get the most attention. You got to give the money attention and then be willing to get attention for that money, all right? Remember what I told you earlier, some stats that are very, very important. More than 500,000 millionaires were created last year. 10.1 million households in America are millionaires. If you think this can't happen, oh, by the way, we have the highest number of millionaires in America that we've had made new millionaires since 2007, 82% of which, by the way, are first generation. That means they didn't inherit. They're not the Waltons. They made it last year, and that's the highest number since 2007. Some other stats that you need to know about millionaires. The average age of a millionaire is 62 years old. I don't want to wait that long. I don't know about you, but I don't want to wait till then. Number 2, 1/5 own their own business, 4/5 don't. 70% of them work more than 40 hours a week. 70% work more than 40 hours a week. And 2/3 are dual incomes. Now, I tell you about the dual incomes because you need to get your spouse on the same page. Okay? If you're the maker and the saver, and she's he's the other one is the maker and the spender, you got a problem. You got two people trying to go two different ways. They both want to make. One wants to save it and invest, and one wants to spend it. You got two people going two different ways. This money will get dispersed, and what will happen sooner or later, there'll be enough argument about this to where one of the two parties will actually quit making money in order to solve the problem. They're like, I don't want to keep doing this, so I'll just quit participating. You know, I'm really tired. Because they don't understand, why am I making money and it just goes out the door? All right? Why does the salesman, do really well for one week, goes out, blows all his money on something he's not proud of, and the next week can't sell anything?
If you were a real estate agent, what would you do to increase your income to become a millionaire?
Dude, I'd get in front of more people. I would get more. I would do the math. Okay? What's he making now?
Let's just say he's making, like most real estate agents,
nothing.
50 grand, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Most real estate agents make less than $20,000 a year. Okay, so, oh yeah. Because they never did the millionaire math. They're like, what do I got to do to be good? Dude, make $1 million. To make $1 million, what do you need to do? If you make $1 million in real estate, you're in the top half of 1%, okay? So what do I need? I need $83,333 in commissions a month. I know plenty of people that do this. I know plenty of people in real estate that make $83,000 a month. So how many houses do I need to sell? If I divide by commission, let's say residential.
33 million in real estate at 3% commission.
Okay, but they're going to split it. They're going to split it with whoever you're working for, divided by 0.015. I need to do $66 million in real estate sales. Do the math. I need $66 million in real estate sales in a year, okay? Average price of a house see, this is me paying attention to the money. I'm not in real estate, but I would do the math. You do the math and then you back into the deal, right? $66 million, the average price of a home. Let's say it's $1 million home. I need 66 deals. I need 66 deals. I guarantee I could take the next 12 months, get 66 deals out of this marketplace at $1 million. Boom, I make $1 million. Can I do that? Will there be 66 transactions in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Dallas, Houston, Toronto?
This weekend?
Dude, I don't care about everybody else. When you're paying attention to your money, you do not care about the marketplace. You care about you. If the economy falls apart, will there still be 66 deals? Okay? If the economy, if unemployment goes from 95% employment down to 75% employment, what number do you look at? I'm employed, man. I got a job. I'm going to go get the money that's out there. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me because they're all lied figures anyway. These are made up, fabricated BS figures. Is there money there? All I'm always looking at is the possibility. Can I do 66 deals? Can I reach 7 billion people on planet Earth and know my name? If 7 billion people know me, I will be a billionaire. So that's the game I'm playing right now. I just do math. What would it take to get to $1 billion? What would it take to get to $1 billion in real estate? Okay? Let's play the game. I don't know. Can it happen? Will it happen? Has it been done? It's going to be done this year. $1 billion in transactions will happen this month in real estate. Somebody's being paid commissions on that. I just want mine. You understand? Do the math. First thing you do is what?
Set your target.
Make a commitment. Got to commit.
Make the decision.
You got to make a decision that is so strong that that it's unwavering. The only thing that happens with this decision is it gets bigger. Okay? It never vanishes. All right? So then you got to do a little simple, like, dude, I just got to do a little math. Because if it's not possible, you don't want to do it. I can't go to the moon. Okay? Now, Elon Musk thinks he can. And what he's going to do is back into the moon project or into the space project. He thinks he can build an electric car and convince me to buy one. So he's going to back into the deal. So for me to do $1 billion in real estate deals, and let's say the average house is $400,000. Okay, how many homes is that, Jared?
2,500.
It's 2,500 homes. 2,500 homes. That's 200 homes a month, something like that. I'm gonna come up a little short. I always come up short. Average agent sells what? One home every 3 months. I don't know. What do they sell? They're terrible. They're awful, right? Let's say the average agent sells 2 homes. 2. I need how many agents? 125 agents. Because I can't sell 2,500 homes by myself. There's $1 billion worth of deals. Got to do the math. If you're not going to do the math, I'm not talking about complicated math here. I'm talking about if you know how to multiply and you know how to divide, you can do this. You start with the target. You start with the target, you back into it. Now I need to add some people. Me and Jared work on our company here. We're like, how do we increase our sales here? How do we get CARD0N3 into every corporation in America? Okay, how do we get our online program? We teach finances, we teach sales, we teach follow-up, cold calls, how to handle objections, how to close deals, how to handle phone calls. How do I get that into AT&T and Sprint? Who are my targets? Who's got my money, right? Who's got the money that I want? I know I got a good product. Who do I go to? This is the 4th step, okay? The 4th step here. Who's got my money? These are the next targets. The first series of targets are the math. The second series of target is who is a buyer for the product? Who's got the sticky pads? If I'm selling books, who would buy my books? This is what the author does. The author writes the book and never defines the target for the book. This is why book publishers are going to go out of business. Barnes & Nobles will go out of business before I go out of business. I'll be selling books longer than Barnes & Noble, right? We had a call yesterday with a publishing company, and I'm on the phone. Guys, what's our target in year 1 for the new book? The answer was, we don't have a target. You don't have a target, this is a suicide mission. No target means we will get nothing done. Okay, what's the target? What's the target, man? 100,000 books. Okay, good, dude. Now I can think with it. 8,333 books a month. It's 2,000 books a week. I'm already starting to call people. Hey, man, can I get an order for 3,000 books? I don't read books, man. I do digital. Can I get an order for 3,000 digital books right now? And the publisher's on the phone. The book doesn't come out till October. Yeah, I'm going to get me a head start. Okay? So what am I on right now? I'm on step 4. Who's got my money? Who's got my money? I don't have any. You're broke. Quit bitching about it. Everybody knows you're broke. Quit telling everybody. You don't need to keep telling people you're broke. Okay? You don't need to keep telling people you're stupid. You don't need to keep telling people you're lazy. Right? Who's got my money? Okay, that's all that matters right now, right? When a bomb goes off, you don't need to keep telling people, my God, a bomb went off. What you need to do is get your family into safety. Follow me. I don't need the bad news. There was a wreck. Oh my God, there was a wreck on the road. Get home. Okay, there's a hurricane coming this week. You don't need to keep telling people that. You're not the media. Do something. Set a target. Who's got that? Who's got my sticky pads? Who's got my money, right? Who's got my investment? At 25 years old, when I was broke and had no money and I needed a new pair of shoes, what did I do? I need a new pair of shoes. What do they cost? Who's got my money? Who's got my shoe money? I wanted a suit. Who's got my suit money, right? All right, I wanted a watch. Who's got my watch money? Who's got my money, period? Everything I got was bought by someone else in my life. So when you say, I don't have the money, what are you doing? You're affirming that you can't do anything about it. What's the possibility? Remember what we said earlier. The possibility is what? Somebody will buy the watch. Okay, so fourth step. Who's got my money? Make a list of qualified buyers. Whatever your business is, who's the buyer? Number two, make a list of network qualified people. Who can you network with that's qualified? Maybe not that's going to buy a house or a watch or a car, but who is networked qualified that would know other people that could buy these types of things. Main task here is to raise money. Remember that. Number four is the sales funnel. You need a funnel, and you need a CRM of some sorts that will funnel that costs nothing. You need to make an offer and ask, and you need to close, follow up, and repeat. Now, what am I talking about here? Jared, what is this called? This is called sales. This is the nasty word. Now I'm starting to curse. Okay, I'm using the four-letter word, S-A-L-E. Call it whatever you want it. No company is founded on anything other than sales. Facebook, Google, Microsoft, IBM, Caterpillar, you name the company is valued based on revenue, okay? When a report comes out, what they talk about is the revenue of the company. The revenue is down, the revenue is up, okay? The GDP of a country is measured on the ability to move products in and out of the marketplace. It's called sales. Who's got my money and go get it? Jared, I want you to tell people what we're offering today so they understand. We have a solution for them, not just a dream, pie in the sky, or hope.
Yeah, so if you go to CARD0N3.com/millionaire, we're making an offer. The first part of the offer is about getting your personal finances right. How to multiply your money, the most misunderstood concepts about money, the 40% rule that will guarantee you become a millionaire, and the biggest mistakes people make in investing. We also have a program on 100 ways to stay motivated so you can get motivated.
Can I just stop you, Jared? I want to show them this, okay? First of all, you need your personal finances. Your personal mental. I just finished this program on personal finances. There's 28 segments of content here that just get your head wrapped around wealth, to think about being wealthy, okay? Then there's 100 ways to stay motivated. If you're not motivated, I want to get wealthy, but I'm not motivated every day, there's over 100 segments of content here followed up with who's got my money, Robert? Who's got my money? How do I call somebody? How do I call the guy that runs Bar Rescue, okay? John Taffer. John, Grant Cardone, dude, I want to meet you. Jim Ackerman at CNBC. Hey, Jim, my name's Grant Cardone, I want to meet you. Marcos Lemonis that does The Profit. Hey, Marcus, Grant Cardone, I want to meet you. How do I call NASDAQ? Hey, I want to be on NASDAQ, I want to ring the bell. How do you do it? You got to know how to cold call people. Anybody that thinks that cold calling is dead is broke. Okay? Anybody that tells you, you shouldn't have to make cold calls, man, that's ridiculous. I promise you, they have less money than I have. I don't care how many times you see it on the internet. Google their net worth and Google my net worth. If you can't make a cold call, you will not continue to get the expansion necessary. Last year, I personally was responsible for raising over $100 million in charities. I don't know people with $100 million, okay? I have to call people that have money. I was on a phone call with a group in Mexico just 4 days ago. I don't even know the person I was talking to. Never met the person. Wouldn't know the person if they walked in here and raised money from that person. You're gonna make a cold call in your lifetime. So we put this package together for you. These three pieces, personal finances, Jared came to me and said, look, we need these 3 things. How to stay motivated and how to master the cold call. And what does Uncle G do? What does the Godfather do? I give you selling basics, theory of closing, prospecting, internet lead, understanding the buyer, closing strategies, follow-up, handling objections, sales process, incoming calls, top traits. I said, Jared, give it all to him. Okay?
CARD0Nuniversity.com/millionaire. Take advantage of this offer. It's a $17,000 savings today, guys. You need to have this information. You need to be able to go out into the marketplace, and after you make the decision, after you do the math, after you set your income targets, after you identify who it is that has your money, you're gonna have to be able to go out and get it. You got to pick up the phone. You got to be able to make a call. And you got to be able to take somebody on the phone, in person, over the internet, from I don't know who you are to them giving you money and buying your product. And then you have to be able to duplicate that over and over and over again. So the mindset piece and the process that Grant's laid out, that's the starting point. The next piece is what do you do now? Now that you've identified your qualified buyers, how are you going to get in front of them? Okay? Personal finances, 100 ways to stay motivated, master the cold call. Okay? That's about $3,200 worth of value right there for those products for $9.95. But Uncle G is going to
there are 1,400 segments of content so you can understand selling basics, handling objections, follow-up. Look, if I can't follow up Jim Ackerman and John Taffer, they're saying no today. They're saying no, can't do it, okay? How do I speed up a process? How do I get in front of somebody? How do I go get the people that got my sticky notes? How do I get a book deal? How do I get a speaking gig? Okay? How do I continue to follow up somebody that's not interested today, not tomorrow, not next month, not the following month, but finally, like in June, they're like, we're ready to do this, and boom, I'm in their face again. Otherwise, these ideas you have about getting rich are going to be pie in the sky. The people that are making it are relentless. They're relentless. They're at it all the time, okay? Donald Trump was creating his own promotion 25 years ago. Hey, I'm John. Calling him, right? Did y'all see all that? My wife is like, you would do that. And I would, man. You got to get attention for your brand. You got to know how to pitch it and sell it. You got to know how to promote it, market it, brand it, follow it up, to be relentless, to pay attention to your money, and then to pay attention to the marketplace, and then pay attention to the lead. If you don't do this, folks, if you don't do this, you cannot have what you want. You deserve financial freedom. Everybody deserves it. The schools don't teach it. Your parents didn't teach you how to do it. So what we've talked about so far is what? We're on the 4th step. Who's got your money? Problem with that step is what? I got to know how to talk to him. How do I knock on a door? How do I make a phone call? Who's got the money? When I make a list of qualified people, what's going to happen to you? Oh, I got these names. Oh, I got names. I'm going to be a millionaire. I got names. I'm doing my math. I got names. You got names now. What you going to do? What you going to do now? You're not going to make the call. Okay? You're not going to make the call. I'll be your personal coach. I'll be with you every phone call. Every phone call, every day, every time, every problem, every challenge, every depression, every rejection, disappointment. Every time you're discouraged, bing, you can pop into CARD0Nuniversity.com/millionaire. I pop up and say, this is what I would do in this situation. So that when you're disappointed, rejected, turned down tomorrow, okay, you're like, oh, I don't know, man. I'm going to be there to say, hey, let's go get this. You can get this. See, I promised my mom when I was 16, I said, I'm going to get rich one day, and when I do, I'm going to help people. If I don't create products that help people, that I can be with you every day, facilitate with you every day, help you, hold your hand, be there, then I'm not going to fulfill my mission. My mission is to help people. You know, the thing about rich people have one big problem. They're lonely. They're like, dude, I don't have anybody to play with. You know, I asked John to go out on the yacht with me to St. Bart's, and John's like, man, I got to work, man. Like, okay, John. Can somebody go with us? No, I'm busy. I got my job. Okay. Hey, let's go for a flight on the plane. Who wants to go flying in the plane this weekend? No, I'm busy, Grant. Okay. So when opportunity comes, you got to have your money right so you can do the thing. When the investment comes, you got to have the opportunity right to do the thing. When the charity shows up and you want to help out, you got to have the money right to do the thing, or you got to have the credit line, the balls, the courage, and the spinal cord to say, you know what? I'm gonna put $100 grand in the deal, and I'm gonna remake the money because I know who's got my money. I know how to call on it. And even if you're not the person making those phone calls, by the way, and you're managing those people, you better know how to get on how to tell them to make that call, how to manage them, to measure those statistics, to encourage, motivate them, make sure they make that call, and help them get there. Jared, talk about the number of people we have here and what kind of money they're making using the platform.
Yeah, I mean, we've got
the
surprising people like Rob, for example. He makes more money. He was hired to be our video production guy, and he'll probably make twice as much money selling than he will getting paid as a video production guy. We've got 18 salespeople in the sales office over there. The top 8 of them will all make over 200 grand, 250 grand this year. Top 3 will make over 500. All these are none of these guys went to fancy colleges. None of them have advanced degrees.
How much, Robert, would you get paid last month? And I know we cut you back and put you on a different plan. What'd you get paid?
I made total.
I
made 10.
3 flows of income. He's got 3 flows of income from one company. One company, 3 different flows. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you. I'm reinforcing. I'm telling you right now how you have to do it. Now, what Robert does every day is Robert goes into CARD0Nuniversity.com/millionaire, and he starts looking at Grant delivering content to him to give him ideas about how to call people. Keeps them on the hunt. Otherwise, I'd have to stop what I'm doing. Robert never comes to me and says, what do I do? Never, ever, okay? Robert has no sales background at all. Robert knows this. He wants to get his money right. He knows it's possible. He set targets, okay? And now he's got to do the rest. Who's got it? I don't have it. I tell everybody in my company, I don't have your money. Somebody out there's got your money, all right? So we know it's possible. You're inspired by it. You're like, I want to get my money right. Would you think you were going to make an investment? You can't make an investment. You don't have any money. We went through that. Go buy Roto-Rooter. Go buy McDonald's. Go buy $20 million worth of Chevron stock. You'll get a 5% dividend. You'll make $1 million this year. You're missing the first 20 million. So who's got your money, okay? So that you can become a trusted servant in your company and then have enough money left over to say, hey, Grant, you think I could invest in that real estate deal you're doing? And I won't be a problem to you. I'm trusted now, okay? You become trusted, and so you could start actually making investments in passive things, getting access to bigger deals. All right. So that's there for you, okay? I'll tell you what I'm going to do, by the way, for everybody that hooks up today. We're going to set up a private coaching session with me in 2 groups, of 10. That way everybody can communicate, and we'll get a little mastermind going. All right, and I'll do that for free. And I only have so many of those I can do, so, and that's probably insane that I'm doing it. Also, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Anybody that hooks up today, I'm going to get you my 10X quote book. You might have it already. I don't know. This is a huge seller. 10X quote book. I'm going to get you Sell or Be Sold. I'm going to get you our new stickers. We'll give them all the stickers, okay? But this is the lead sticker. Who's got your money? Okay. You want to tell them what it is?
Yes.
And throw in the socks, dude.
You gonna give them the socks?
Okay, I'm giving you the socks, okay?
It's another couple $100, another $200 worth of stuff. Worth of valuable merchandise.
And the first 21, we'll do 2 groups. First 22 people, I'll put in a mastermind. It's an $18,000 program, folks. $18,200 program. I'll guarantee it'll be worth more than Cornell, Harvard. If you could go to Cornell, Harvard, and MIT, I guarantee you, this program in 30 days will make you more money than Cornell would in a year. But because you ain't gonna learn anything at Cornell, okay? You're gonna meet people at Cornell. Well, you go to Cornell to meet people. You go to Harvard to meet Obama's daughter. Okay, step 5. Where are we at right now? We at step 5?
Stay broke.
Okay, stay broke. Stay broke, man. Nobody teaches you stay broke, okay? Every time you get new flows of income, if you can live on $3,000, if you've been living on $3,000, $4,000, whatever your number is, you're living on $4,000 a month right now, okay? When you go from $4,000 to $10,000, by the way, I need some success stories of people that are on, I don't know why that's missing. Okay. When you go from $4,000 to $10,000, you're going to save all of it. Okay. You're going to save as close to 100% of that extra money as you possibly can. You're going to take that $6,000 and you're going to go broke. All right. So when I personally went from $48,000 a year. Okay. Don't say I can't do this. Don't say you can't do it because I did it. Okay. I went from zero to hectamillionaire. Look it up. All right. So 48 grand. When I go to 120,000, I lived off the 4. I lived off the 48. I was already living off of that. I did not increase the quality of my life 1 penny. And all this money over here, the difference, the 52 grand, got shoved off to the side. Go ahead.
Philip Dade says, I actually went to Harvard, and that's where I learned how to be the first person to go all in, and was the first person to buy CARD0N3 today.
Dude, the first guy that bought CARD0N3 today, that invested in CARD0N3, went to Harvard. He's like, this is a deal. Okay, that's a chemistry book. I had a guy tell me 3 chemistry books, a science book, and one other book, and he spent like $600. Stay broke, okay? Step 5, you stay broke. Jared stays broke. Every time Jared gets a paycheck, he pushes it off to the side. As soon as he can, he dumps it into a deal he can't touch. Cannot get the money, okay? I'm not talking about an IRA or a KEO, by the way. You do not want to do that. The IRA, the KEO, the retirement account, the pension fund, they were freaking scams perpetuated on hundreds of millions of people so you could never get your money. You don't know where it's at. You can't even touch it. You don't know what it's invested in. Stay broke. Do not keep money around. Cut costs to bare necessities until you're super wealthy, all right? Surplus monies go untouched. And number 3, spend nothing. Nothing. Okay, now I say nothing, but you're going to spend some money. I know as soon as you get money, you're going to spend money. Remember, okay, remember this. Money does not sleep. I think the guy from Wall Street said that. What's his name? Michael Doug. Money never sleeps. What he didn't tell you about money is this. It gets bored. When money sits around, it gets used. It gets used. When money sits around in an account and you can get access to it, you're going to get sick, you're going to get hurt, you're going to get in a wreck, you're going to have a problem, the wheels are going to get beat up, and you're like, oh my God. Watch, you get your rim beat up and there's no money. That money don't go to the rims. Rims get beat up on your Jeep and you got $800 sitting in a savings account. Money goes to rims.
Quick little congrats to Doug, Hamada, Nia, Jacob, Jeffrey Ryan, and Susie.
Dude, awesome. We're going to get you guys in a coaching session. We just got to figure that out, Sherry, okay? All right? Okay, 6th step. 6th step, we're on 5th step. 5th step is what? 5th step is stay broke, right? Stay broke, stay broke. You got to stay broke. Step 5, stay broke. Stay so broke, you never got money. Remember, money don't sleep. It gets bored. Okay? Christmas, Easter. Hey, quit doing those vacations. They cost you money. They kill you. Every time a vacation comes around, I'm like, oh my God, Martin Luther King Day. Oh my God. Every day I got off, I know what? I'm spending money, man. That's why they have these vacations. These vacations were put in so you spend money. They weren't put there to honor Martin Luther King. They're put there so people that are unaware spend money. Who created those days? Jewish people did.
That is so true. That's true.
Christmas was created by Jewish people. They're like, we're not even doing the holiday. Okay? 6, save to invest. Every money you spend, if you're taking notes right now, write this down. And this is what you're going to hear in the finance program. The finance program is going to pound you into, it's going to pound you into, Robert, pound you into do not save to save. That is not the reason to save money. You don't stay broke to stay broke. You stay broke to get rich. You save to invest. You don't save to save. Pay the price today so you can pay any price tomorrow. Have cash set aside somewhere so you know when to shove in. There's going to be a time. And that's part of today's strategy. It's like, when do I know what to go into? Okay? You should never, ever, ever, ever gamble on an investment. You should know that the investment is a sure thing, not a maybe. You should know when you make an investment, you shouldn't have to say, you know, there's no promises. I mean, I can't guarantee this, okay? No, you should know. Dude, I guarantee you, for sure, this is a no-brainer. I guarantee, for sure, I'm going to make money in this deal. When I buy a deal, I know for sure. I know the worst case scenario. I will never lose my money. I will never get wiped out, okay? I know I'm going to get something. And I know if I can wait long enough, I'm going to get rich. So make these notes. Make these notes, okay? This is going to get reinforced in your finance program. By the way, anybody that gets on today, CARD0Nuniversity.com/millionaire, when I continue to add content to the finance program, we will not call you up and add content, okay?
Ask you for more money.
Okay, we don't ask you for more money. When we add content, we open your valve up on your university and you get access to that. All right, number 6, save to invest. Don't save. Add a note here. Don't save to save. Know your investment. No guessing. No gambling. Sure things. You know. By the way, that would not be an inside tip. Tips don't mean you know something. Every tip you get about the stock will be a loser. Mark my words. Every tip you get will be a loser. Okay? The only time you want to invest on a tip, the only time you would invest on a tip is when the guy's already put more money in and you're just riding on top of his bet. How much did he put in? Okay? How much? 10 grand, don't even touch it. Okay? You need, he needs to be all in, dude. Guts, intestines, kids, everything. And then you're like, okay, I'll put something on top of that. You mean you're going to die if this thing goes down? Yes, I will die. Good. Then you bet on that. Okay, step 7. Okay, step 7. This is my little journey that I want to share with you. Okay? I'm in sales. I got a sales job that I hated. I'm 25 years old. Okay? My goal was to do this. My job was to get that sales job to produce more money here. That was my first job. My first job was to expand this. Jared, we're going to want to create a PowerPoint on this. My first job was to take a sales job I didn't like and learn how to increase my income, okay? That's what I did. I went from making $4 grand a month to $7 grand a month. I'm like, dude, that's good, that's good. Now, what's my next job? My job was to look for a second flow of income that was parallel to this within the company I worked for that I could add. I looked around the company. I did not leave the company. You don't go out here. You don't create another circle yet. Okay? You stay in the company you're at. Step 1 is I have a sales job. Let me draw this again for you. I have a job. I got a job. Whatever the job is, okay? There's a job. You do not leave this job. It's going to create instability and you're going to be like, now you're scared and terrified. Okay? That's not how you get rich. You can't get rich scared. You get rich with a plan. You make a decision. Okay, my job, I hate this job. I hate the people I work for. Doesn't matter, man. Okay? What you do right here is you figure out how to make more money at this job. So my first goal, stay at that job and get that job pregnant. Okay? I'm gonna get this job to pay me more money. Now I was in a sales job, so my goal was to go from, I think I was making $3,000 a month there. My goal was to make $7,000. First month, I made more than $7,000. First time I had a target. First thing I did was this. Hey, I got a new target. Cut out all the BS in my life, all the friends, all the weed, all the bullshit, all the weekends, everything. Cut out everything. Put all focus on this. Now, what I did do here at 25 years old was I spent $3,000 on a training system to teach me how to sell better. I did not want to destabilize myself and go from this job to another job I hated. See, that's what y'all do. You guys leave this job. I'm going to leave the job. The job is not the problem. You're the problem. You're the problem, okay? You get defocused. You go over here to another job. What happens over here at this job? You don't know anything. You don't know the people. You got to get familiar. Everything becomes a setback. Okay? You're better off staying in the hole you're in. Dig yourself out of this hole. Don't go jump in another vehicle. Okay? Stay in this vehicle, even though you hate it. So, Jared, if they got questions about this, let me know. All right?
Yeah. So some of them are asking, hey, like at what dollar amount do you know you're ready to start investing? That was one of the questions.
Mm-hmm. Let me get there. Okay? I'll get there. When do you start investing money? You invest money when you know it's a sure thing. Mm-hmm. If you're putting little money in a deal, you don't know it's a sure thing. When it's a sure thing, you sell everything you have and you go all in on the deal. Everything. You should see. Most people never get rich because they never put enough money in the deal. People don't beat the casinos because they never make a big enough bet. Casino doesn't worry about anybody. Man, I won 2 in a row. You ever hear the guys at the crap table? Oh my God! I won $15. Okay? They're like, oh my God, I won 2 in a row. Dude, you won $30. Okay? Nobody even knows you're here. Right? I mean, come on. Okay? Now you got some whale over there. You got some whale saying, hey man, I want to raise the limit. I want to go, They're like, no, you can't. Those guys can hurt the guy. They can hurt a casino. So here, first thing, what's the first step? Increase your income at the job you have. You're a receptionist. You hate the job. Add your income. Figure out how to be a better receptionist. Okay? The second thing you're going to do right here is I want you to do I want you to do a connected circle of revenue. Okay? Something attached to this, symbiotic, something parallel.
So like maybe if you were a real estate agent or a real estate broker and then you started doing workshops or seminars or something
you could
like
start
that
doing
on
workshops on you could start doing online blogging or something about real estate, maybe. All right? I'll give you an example. I was selling automobiles in step 1. Okay, nobody in the dealership, including the guy that owned the place, wanted to get rich. Everybody just wanted to have enough money. All of them got whacked. Every one of them. Every family where I worked, Gene, Jose did all right, actually. They just did it. He died with some money. What do you want to die with money for? Okay. Jimmy, Gene, Bob, dude, they all died broke. Everybody died broke. The car dealer died broke. Okay, because what I did over there was I went into another department and I looked at other departments. Hey, could I learn something about another department where I'm at? I didn't have to add hours. Does that make sense? I'm doing this job. John works here in the internet department. Robert works here in the internet department. What did Robert do? Robert just took my advice. Robert goes from making $4,500 a year to 3 times that by saying, is there something else that's needed and wanted around here? So he looked for another department that is symbiotic to the department he works in. The third thing you're going to do here, okay, the third thing you could do is start looking for some other income outside your job.
But that wouldn't take away from your ability to continue to produce at job
that would actually add back to this, in fact, okay? So this is where, when I was 26 years old, I joined a network marketing company. Okay, and the reason I joined a network marketing company was not to make this dribble that I got. It was to sell those people cars. Because every one of these people sold cars. And they all gathered. I got in the club with them, right? I think I made $120 the first month, paid back the $50 I'd invested. I got to write off my car. I got to write off my time. I got to write off taking a wee-wee. Everything I did, I got to write it off now because I had a second job, so it looked to the IRS. I started to write off my apartment. So what do I have now? I got 1, 2, and I got 3. When I was ready at 29 years old, I started my own company. I walked away from this. Oh, by the way, what do you think I was doing with this money this whole time? All this money went into this account over here. This account was a sacred account. Sacred, okay? Didn't touch it, okay? My style of living right here never changed, ever. Jared, stay with me. Okay? Never changed. No watches, no cars, no goodies, nothing. I just spent nothing. I was still eating the same fruit I was eating when I was broke. I wasn't buying organics. I'm like, hey, I'll do that some other day. I wasn't going on vacations, ever. I was like, pay the price today. I kept telling myself, pay the price today, Grant, so you can pay any price tomorrow. Just pay the price today. Just keep paying the price.
And that's the sacrifice, because when you start banking and you start actually making money and you've gone through the tough part in the beginning to build it up, then you actually have to have the discipline to pull back and not get the bigger apartment or house or
because this is what guys do. Guys blow out right here because they become ballers. I go from $3,000 to $7,000. I'm like, damn, I'm a baller, dude. See, my job right now is to do this. I want to get to 14. I want to get to 20. I want to get to 25. I want to get to 4, right? So I keep adding these flows, and the whole time I'm dumping all this extra money over here. When I got a check for $70, I dumped it into here. I didn't put it in my pocket. Pay attention to the money, right? So what am I doing? I'm broke all the time. This is, what step is this? Step 6? No. Step 6 is stay broke. I'm staying broke. The 7th step, the next step is going to be to slowly start investing. Now, the first investment I made was in this new business. Okay? Here's the problem with starting a new business. Guess what? Bye-bye. 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 Why? Why did that one go away? I got a new business. I don't have time for this thing over here. Okay? Now I got to start all over. But the difference is now I'm starting all over. What I have now is I'm 29 years old. I now have some money. I have confidence. I know it's possible. Okay? And let me tell you what I got now that I didn't have 4 years earlier. I got sales skills. I left that other deal when I knew I could go get more money. Okay? Now basically I'm starting over, but here's what you need to understand. When you re-watch this, you're going to understand what I did here. Okay? I didn't know what I was doing this when I did it. But because now I had possibility, confidence, and I knew how to sell, this is what I did. I basically went back and said, who's got my money, which is step 4? Who's got my big money now? Okay? I started everything over again. Now I'm not interested in making $7,000 a month. Dude, I'm interested in I want to make $70,000 a month. Re-identify my targets. I'm going to make $70,000 or $80,000 a month. This is going to be $1 million business. Who's got my $1 million? And I set a target. I'd come out of what I knew was auto sales, and I set my target as car dealers. It was right thing to do and a wrong thing to do, but I knew they had the money. I'm like, so I did the math. I go back and I basically go back and repeat the program again. Okay, what's the math? How many car dealers in America? 20,000. Whoa. Dude, that's a lot of car dealers. How many used car dealers in America? 40,000. Okay, so I do the math. I start over again. Hey, my new target's $1 million. I never made $1 million. I'm 29 years old. I have dollars now. I have money. I got some money. What's my first investment going to be? I'm not buying stocks. I'm buying my company. My money's going to go into my company. Now watch. I have now 5 years of sick, stupid, ridiculous discipline at not spending money, at living. Everybody's like, you're a miser. Yeah, I am a miser, man. Because I'm planning for the future, right? I don't want to bust out. So I'm parking this money, saving this money, putting this money away for a future investment. I'm going to buy a company. Okay? Now watch. You remember this money that I saved? I don't know what it was at the time. A couple $100,000. I didn't touch any of it. I stayed broke again. I reinforced the staying broke. And what did I do? Step 4. Who's got my money? And I traveled all over the country for the next 4 years. Painful, terrible. Hey, my name's Grant Cardone. I want to tell you about something I got, calling on people I didn't know. Any of you that are told the cold call is dead, you will never build a new business. You will never expand a new business without doing this. Now, I continue to repeat this. Okay, this number today, I was 30 years old. Oh, by the way, it took me from 30 to 33 years old to figure out how to do this. It took me from 30 to 33 to start making that kind of money. Today we would laugh at this money. Okay, we're like, dude, how can I do that? I mean, how could I do that in a day? That's our target now.
And a lot of people, like, you don't need to think too far down this path. You got to understand these steps in this process. But for me, I hit it at number 5. It's step 5.
Okay. How you want to think here? You want to do $1 million a year or $1 million a day? Okay. Let's say I want to do the $1 million a day plan. Now Jared's done it. Okay. Jared's sitting here, 31 years old. He's done it in 5 years. It took me 10 years to do what he did in 4 years. What he had was a vehicle. I didn't have a vehicle. I had to build my vehicle from scratch. Okay. And he doesn't have a lot of misinformation either. He doesn't have somebody in his ear. See, he removed the obstacles and the blocks. He didn't just affirm, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to be a millionaire, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire, let's burn scents and candles and la la la, majakaba, ha la ha, hoo hoo hoo, ha ha ha. Dude, he's here every day pounding every day. We're building out a team to pound, okay? What do I want to do? I want to go from $1 million a year. Can you back out of this? $1 million a year. I want to go to $1 million. I want to do $1 million a day. How do I do the deal? What are the steps, Jared? You have them in front of you?
Number 1, make the decision.
Dude, make the decision. I'm going to do $1 million every freaking day. That's $365 million in a year. Okay. What's the second step, Jared?
Do the math.
Do the math, baby. Do the math. Okay. I've already done the math. $365 million. There's 7 billion people on planet Earth. What is that? 50 cents a person? No. It's a nickel. I need 1 nickel from every human being on planet Earth. Okay, third step?
Third step is identify your income targets.
Targets, planet Earth, India, China, Mexico, Puerto Rico. No, they're broke. Right? United States of America, Cleveland, Baltimore, Toronto, Australia. Why do you guys think I'm doing Facebook every day? Why do you think I'm doing Periscope every day? What are my avenues? How do I get to the people? Who's got my nickel? People in Pakistan got a nickel, man. People in Afghanistan got a nickel, right? Now what?
Next is identify who has your money and go get it.
Who's my new daddy? This isn't work, man. This is not like who's got my money? Now, while you're doing this, you got to stay motivated. And you better get around a bunch of people that are motivated, because this is not going to be easy. Meet 7 billion people on planet Earth. Like, all of a sudden you get lost in the mechanics. Oh my God, man, how am I going to do this? What's the first thing I told you today? 2 things. You got to have 2 things to make this work. This is 2 parts and 1 part. 2 parts mental, 1 part mechanics, okay? This is 2 parts. It is 2/3 of my brain is mental. It's a mental. 2 parts of the 3 parts of this recipe is mental. The 3rd part is mechanical, but you need everybody that you expand with needs to be on the same page on this mechanical. It doesn't even have to be the right mechanics, but you got to have everybody saying, hey, Grant knows what he's doing. Even if he's wrong, we're with him. Let's do the deal. Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, I'll give you a perfect real-time example of this situation. I was told last week when we said, hey, I came out of this charity event and said, dude, nobody's got any money, man. I'm here in Miami. Rolls Royces, Bentleys, Lambos, Ferraris. I got Ferraris in my garage. No, they're not mine. I don't spend money on Ferraris, okay? These guys are driving a Ghost. One's driving the Wraith, and there's a Bentley down there. You know, these guys don't give any money to charity. I asked the people in my building, do you give money to charity? No, I don't believe in charities. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you guys? But they believe in that Wraith. They believe in that Rolls Royce. Then I go downtown Miami, and 200 people in a room, and they're giving their heart and their soul and their purse and their credit cards and everything. And dude, I look at the cars they drive. Hondas, Fords, Chevrolets, Blazers, right? I'm like, man, the people that don't have any money are freaking bleeding to help out. And these rich people aren't giving any money. I'm like, I'm not going to do that, man. I want to help out. I know you guys want to help out. And I'm like, I'm going to do something about this. That was last Sunday, 6 days ago. I walked in here and said, we're going to do a webinar on how to become rich. This has to be done, okay? Where it's not just mental, it's actually an exercise, something you can walk through. You got to get your money right, folks, so that you can help people. No money, you can't help anybody. Okay, Gandhi said, okay, the greatest crime on this planet is not what you think it is. It's poverty. Okay? And poverty exists in Miami, man. Poverty exists because I don't have any money left. I don't have money to help out. I can't change conditions because I don't have my finances in place. We were on what, step 6? Save to invest. I'm investing in my company. Once I invest in my company, right, what do I want to do now? I start my new company. I'm 33 years old, 30 years old now. I get my first company to work. What do I do now? Okay, I start adding companies. Right? All I'm doing is going to start creating multiple flows. This was called CARD0N Enterprises in the beginning. We added a company called CARD0N Group. This was the second company. The third company was a real estate company. The fourth company was CARD0N Training Technologies. They're all associated. The fifth company is Grant Cardone TV. All right, every one of these companies is associated. They're symbiotic. They work together. This company was formed when I was 29 years old. And I'm 58 today, 29 years old, it's been in business. This company is 24 years old, okay? Just sent me a big, juicy check yesterday, 2 days ago, all right? The real estate company, this flow right here, the third company, I don't know if you can see this. So you understand how this is gonna go. This is the main company, okay? Started another company right here. In the beginning, it was a little company. And then it got bigger, and then it got bigger, and then it got bigger than this first company. Okay, I'm going to show you the real situation. Then we started the real estate company right here. Okay, this is the group. Then I started the real estate company. It started small, and it got a little bigger, and then it got a little bigger, and then it went on put on hold because I got around some bad people, and I quit paying attention to the dream. I got the bad people out of my life, started taking care of myself a little better, started doing things like this more often, and all of a sudden I'm like, dude, where's the opportunity here? Okay, went back, started paying more attention to this. This is over 28 years. This thing now takes over the second one. This is number 1. This is number 2. The third company now, okay, the real estate, number 3, is bigger than the other 2, and it's passive, okay? So look, I'm telling you what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I don't know how we laid that out in the PowerPoint, but it's important that we do. Mm-hmm. Like, what happens? This thing keeps, these are organisms. They grow. They're living organisms. They require you to pay attention to them. Step 7, what I'm doing here is constantly adding other flows of income, okay? There's so many flows of income that we have at this company. If you're taking notes and you want to get wealthy, and I haven't lost you, if I haven't lost you yet, that's all. I'm a little concerned I've lost people.
Just a quick congrats to Elsa, Rhett, William, Michael, Les, Robert, Roberto, Mark, Austin, Billy, Robert, Cody, Blake, Jessica, Mike, Brett, Jerry, Nicholas. Congratulations for hooking up on the CARD0N special today. That's CARD0NUniversity.com/millionaire.
This is an $18,000 program, folks. It's only $995. It is tax deductible, by the way, if you live in the United States of America. That Uncle Sam, unless Obama and Trump or Clinton or whoever destroys this tax exemption, it only costs you half that. If you earn 60 grand a year, you only pay half of this after taxes. Okay, 7th step, very, very, very important. If you're a coach, an expert, an author, you're a blogger online, let me tell you why you're not making any money. Number 1, you don't ask. Number 2, you do not have enough products. You have to have a lot of products. Why do I have socks? Okay.
Stickers.
Why do I have stickers, by the way, that we give you one free, but we have 11 other stickers? Why? Why do I have balls? Why do I sell? How much are these? $59. Everybody that bought already, okay, Sherry? Yeah. I'm sending them a set of my balls. Okay, everybody that got CARD0NU.com/millionaire, I'm sending you a set of my balls and card holder. Okay, it's an awesome little gift. And I'm going to sign the bottom of it, okay? And I'm going to give you the quote book, and I'm going to give you Sell or Be Sold, and I'm going to give you the socks, and I'm going to give you Who's Got My Money sticker.
Congrats, Kayla and Gerald as well.
And I'm going to give you a set of my balls, okay? I might even sign both of the balls. Just give them a little tickle. You know, autograph your sack. Oh yeah, you gonna take that out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna autograph. I'm gonna autograph your nuts. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do that, Sherry. Okay.
Okay, that's crazy.
Okay. Dude, we ought to put somebody in the plane too, but.
No.
Okay. All right. Now, the multiple flows of income is vital. If you have one product, two products, or three products, you don't have enough products. Okay. When you don't need 4 companies to have multiple flows of income. You have to have, and I've been teaching this for 25 years and didn't actually know I was teaching it. What was so funny?
I want you, boss.
Okay. Who said that?
Somebody commented that.
Okay. Dude, you want my boss. Trust me, because it takes courage to make money, okay? If you're taking notes, post this up on Twitter. Throw it up on Twitter. It don't take money to make money. It takes courage to make money. You remember when I said I was 29 years old and I started that company and I had a couple $100,000 in the bank? That's a big deal for a guy 30 years old. Got a couple hundred. Dude, anytime you meet somebody that's got money, look, you're meeting somebody that's extremely disciplined.
Back then, that was 200.
Does it?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just stacking it all the way. All of it. Okay, extreme discipline at that age to have that kind of money set aside. If I would have known what I know now, oh my gosh, okay. What I did right here, I did not use this money. I went to the marketplace and got another 200. I went to people because I had sales courage. Okay? It takes money. No, it takes courage to make money. It does not take money. Now, this is an old myth. Everybody's told it takes money to make money. It's basically a false piece of information that causes people to go into apathy. Because you're like, if it takes money to make money, dude, I can't have money. Because I don't have any money. Right? It doesn't take money to make money. It takes courage to make money. 80% of all multimillionaires are self-made, first generation, happening right now, millionaires. The unicorns that are being made, okay? 95% of all unicorns, okay? I'm talking about billy killers. 95% of all billy killers had no money at all. 0 came from no money. So what did they do? Had an idea, took the idea and shoved it into the marketplaces, okay? Facebook, what was Facebook? Facebook is basically spam that they're getting paid for. Okay, so it takes courage to make money, right? So when I took this, rather than spending this 200, this is what Mark Cuban says. Mark Cuban says, you should never borrow money to start a company. You should go to the marketplace and get them to pay you for your idea. Why do people not do that? Courage and what? They're missing something. Skills. What skills?
Sales.
Revenue skills. They don't know how to get money, man. Who's got my money? Hey! I'm in your face. Who's got my money? Okay? You have a good product. Most people have a good product. Most people are good people. Look how many good people don't have money. Something's missing. There's this big monster gap. And then what happens is you get a company, and you end up with one idea. I got this idea. Dude, you don't need one idea. You need many, many ideas, okay, to make sense of that idea. Because if you don't have the ideas, the marketplace is going to have the ideas. Do you get this? You guys get this or no? Okay? If you don't have the ideas, if you only have one product, okay? Let's say your product is speaking. Okay? And you want $10,000 for your speaking gig. You have to add other products. Even if you don't want to sell these other products, you have to have multiple flows of income, even if, by the way, they're 0. Because 0 is a number. Right? So when we get reports here, remember what I said about reports? Reports every day. I want to see it every day, right? Even when it's 0, I want to see it. 0 is a number. It's the first number. Well, there's nothing to report today, Grant. What do you mean, dude? 0 is a number. You all happy and proud when you send me a number with 10 grand. Send me a number, dog. The number is 0, right?
Congrats to Martin, Eric, Wasim, Michael, and Juan.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. Congratulations. Okay. See this over here? Now, your goal is to see this as 0 for long periods of time until you finally give them attention and grow them. Because trust me, if you're in the speaking business and you're selling this for 10 grand, and you're getting 6 of these, and you're like, man, I'm doing great, man. I did 6 of these this month. I'm doing awesome. This is what I did. Dude, these are 0. Keeps me in touch with the potential. Oh, by the way, the marketplace is selling these. Somebody's selling all these right now. Somebody's being paid for this stuff right now. Even if you don't offer it, the marketplace is. So you need to fill in the vacuum so people don't need to shop you. So we offer stuff here that we don't really want to sell to people. It's not things we really want to do, but we offer it because I don't want you going to somebody else. So some of what I do is over here. I don't want to be in the hat business. I don't want to do t-shirts. I don't want to do socks. But I got to tell you, when I get a picture like I got last night and this morning of this guy that's got billions of dollars wearing my socks, it does feel kind of good. Because when he sends me a photo and he's got Nordstrom socks on, it doesn't do anything for me. But when he sends me a photo and it's got "Who's Got My Money" on his socks, man, it's like, dude, that's pretty cool, dude. I'm like, I might get some underwear. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? So you need multiple flows, okay? You need lots of different flows that you can offer your clientele. And you need to pay attention to them until they start providing flows of income. Okay, recent survey shows what people think is the first step to become a millionaire is to increase income. 45% of the people surveyed said, dude, I don't need savings, I don't need investing, I need income. If you talk to Susie Orman or Dave Ramsey or any of the financial guys, the guy on CNN, the Jack guy, whatever his name is, they're going to tell you, man, you need to save money. Saving money is not your problem. Okay, my audience clearly knows that. 7% of the audience says, I need to save money. You said no because you don't have any money to save. Right? What happens is when people don't have money to save, they quit investing money. They quit investing in themselves. They're like, I'm done. There's nothing for me to do. So 45% of our audience said, I need to increase my income. So what decision are you going to make today? Okay, what decision? Because step 8 is simply this. You basically repeat 1 through 7 over and over and over again until this thing, this organism of income, this machine of wealth, you just keep doing this over and over. Go ahead, Jared.
Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to Thomas and Sean. Congratulations on purchasing.
Okay.
CARD0Nuniversity.com/millionaire. CARD0Nuniversity.com/millionaire.
I promised you 2 hours. I promised you 2 hours today, okay? There's a tremendous amount of content. When you go back and listen to this content, you're going to go back in and say, well, what was he saying about the multiple flows, dude? What was the deal with the circles and everything, okay? You're going to see a whole bunch go on in that. Remember, money is like a jealous lover, okay? It is much like, you don't pay attention to her. If you've ever been in a relationship with somebody that's jealous, you don't pay attention to her, she's going to start screaming or he's going to start screaming. I know as many jealous guys as I've known jealous women. The guys get jealous too, okay? Money is like a jealous lover. Treat it poorly, ignore it, it'll leave you, okay? Okay, and let's just go back over the steps one more time, Jared. Okay, so and answer any questions here as we wrap up.
Yeah, so if you guys have questions, start posting them in the comments right now. Post the comment. Post your question in the comments.
First step, you need to get these grooved in so you know them by heart. First step, make the millionaire decision. Have you made it? Have you guys made the decision, guys and gals, friends? Clearly, Thomas Sazbo, SZABO. Sean, sorry, I blew your name there. Sean Olson, Juan Hernandez, Michael Roca, Wassam, Eric, Martin, Elsa, Rhett, William, Michael, Les Bullock, Robert McCoy, Roberto Blanque, Mark Welch, Austin Anderson, Billy Guthrie. You guys have made the decision. You're like, dude, I'm getting my millionaire face on. I'm getting my millionaire money on. I'm getting my millionaire plan on. You guys here, y'all made the decision? Okay, look, let me tell you something, man. There's no reason. Robin should be a millionaire. John should be a millionaire. Robert should be. I wish everybody know. Look, wealthy people want other people to get wealthy. They're like, I don't understand this. Why am I the only one with the money? I'm no smarter. I don't have a bigger vocabulary. I didn't get better grades. I got probably worse grades than everybody in the room. Because I knew it didn't matter. What are you doing, man? Take a photo of yourself right now, okay? Take a photo of yourself right now. I'm making the decision. Snap yourself back into reality. Dude, what am I doing poor? Why do I not have money? Why do we only have 60 grand? Now beat yourself up for a second and then say, okay, wait a minute. I got to do the math. Okay, I got to make the decision. Number one, Jared?
Number one is make the decision.
Make the decision. What is the decision? Is it 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, 20 million? Pick a number. John, what's the number, John?
30 million, man.
30 million, dude. That's as easy, man. That's all you got to do, 30 million. Second step he's going to do is what?
Do the math.
Do the math, man. Okay, do the math. Do the math. Okay, do the math. Okay, John, how much you got right now, John?
Right now, net worth?
Yeah.
Probably like 15 G's.
15,000. So we're going to take that off the total. We're already down $29,885,000. Dude, look how we're close.
29,985.
Huh?
29,985.
29,985. Jared's trying to make it hard on me. Okay. Now what we're going to do? How does John get there? How old are you, John?
26.
26 years old. Okay. Did he make a good decision to be worth 30 million?
Yeah.
Can he do it?
Yeah.
Is it possible? Is the money out there?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to do the math. All right. He's going to do the math. I need 29,000. What do you make a year now, John?
Between what I do here and what I do on the side,
Sure.
like 85.
Give me the first job.
First job, like 55, 60 maybe.
Is that here?
Yeah.
Okay. 55 here. Second job.
I do my own little freelance stuff, which I probably make like 20 on the side.
So he makes another 20 to 30 on the side, okay? All right, okay? So he's gonna look at this and be like, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, he can't live long enough to make that happen. Divide $75,000. Let's say he's not paying taxes, because he's probably not.
On the side,
399 years.
He needs 399 years, man, okay? Like who's got, not even Jay-Z would sing that. I got 399 years. Ain't gonna happen, man. Okay, so look, he's gonna have to collapse something because he ain't getting 400 years. You understand? You do the math. Now, this is what's gonna happen to John. John's gonna go into overwhelm. Oh my God, that can't happen. He's gonna quit doing the math. He quits doing the math, he can't get to 30 million. You guys that quit, if you don't add the skills, you don't add the income targets, you don't know who's got your money, if you don't walk through the 7 steps, you will not have it. Quitters never get here. And that's why your friends, your family, the people that tell you you can't do this, what do you know about them?
Quit.
They quit, dude. They started down this road one day. Man, what would it take, okay? Let's just back him off, okay? Let's back him off. I'm just going to be a little more reasonable for a second. I'm going to back him off to $1 million. Let's make the first stop $1 million, knowing we can go to 30. Now what does he got to do? So you might have to start with something that you can eat. Like, okay, I can swallow this meal, okay? Now, let's do the math now. How old are you?
26.
Divide 70,000 into 985.
13 years.
13 years. In 13 years, he will make $1 million. That is a false number, though, because it assumes no taxes. Because Uncle Sam's going to take this. He'll be a criminal. He'll get locked up in prison if he does this way, okay? So this is going to take 26 years after taxes. Just do the math.
Assuming
man.
no expenses, yeah.
Good. So what does he know right now? What does he have to confront? You guys that want to be millionaires, what are you having to confront? Nope.
Income.
Money, man, not time. Money. This is what your daddy and mommy said. You just need to wait long periods of time. You'll be old and have your prostate removed and you won't. I don't want to be old and rich. I want to take the time out.
And a few people have said questions like, hey, well, you know, I've got 15 grand or I've got 50 grand or I've got 100 grand and I still don't know what to do.
You don't have any money yet. Do
you
not
don't have money.
invest money until you have 100 grand. Okay. More importantly, do not invest money until you have the courage to go out and collect new money.
And the income.
Yeah, you
gotta
need
be
the
able to
income.
go-
So his job right now would be this. This is what I would tell John to do. John, dude, you got a guy 3 feet from you every day that's producing more than that on commissions. Phone call, email, something, okay? That's one thing, ads, right? We could do ads in that office. I'm just gonna look at all the different things. Number two, we could double up his income right now. Hey, just send referrals, just send leads to the sales department. I'll pay you $500 for every lead. By the way, everybody watching, you send me a lead for our main product, I'll pay you $500 when the lead closes. I'll pay you $500, all right? I'm just showing you how to do the deal. That's $6,000 a year. If you sent me one deal a month that closed, I'll pay you $6,000 a year. Send me 10 deals a month that close, and I'll send you $60,000 a year. Okay, no expenses, nothing. You just say, hey, Grant, I got this lead. Here's the name. This is the company. Call the guy. He's expecting your call. We sell him. I'll send you $500. Send me 100 of those next year, and how much is that? That's how much?
600,000.
60, right? $500? Send me 100? It's 50 grand.
60.
I guarantee you, John's seen 100 leads right now. He's talking to them every day. He's watching everything we do on the videos, okay? So there's one, there's two. This would be referrals. We have a referral program here, by the way. And I don't know what he does with his other business. I mean, I don't know about that other business. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. So you got to figure out, how do I scale that? How do I scale that? Is there something I'm doing that's not worth the time or the energy? You know, how do I get to the $1 million? If he wants to do this in 13 years, when do you want to be a millionaire?
By 30.
Okay, so he needs to make $2 million. Divide $2 million by, how old are you? You're 26? You want to be a millionaire by?
By 30.
Divide 2 million, huh?
500,000.
He's got to figure out how to get to $500,000 a year, man. So, dude, oh man, that's impossible. No, it's not. There is 500 grand on planet Earth. Now he's got to figure out how to take his skill set, his courage, his commitment, and do it. And you're never going to do it without one thing. Nobody does. All right? Tell me about some of the people on our program, Jared.
Yes, I mean, in addition to the people that are posting in the comments about the success they've had.
I want to hear about Matt Monero. What happened for
University. Matt Monero, we increased our business by $25 million within 60 days of starting CARD0N University. Adam Schroeder, I started with CARD0N University 2 weeks ago. After one lesson that I learned, I was able to bring back a client we lost that will be worth over $600,000 to our company this year. Travis Brady, I heard of Grant 6 months ago. I've tripled my contract bookings and more appointments than ever because of the content that I've learned here. This week sold more in advertising than the last 8 months of 2015. We 10x'd our monthly sales in a week. From William and Astrid. Darius says, I've been in business for 20 months now. 2015 was my first full calendar year, and thanks to you, I just did over $500,000 in sales. Kim says, if you're thinking about CARD0N University, stop and invest. My productivity went up 80% after 1 month of training, and she's a financial consultant. Derek from Aflac made back his $1,000 that he paid for CARD0N U in 48 hours after watching 8 or 9 videos. Austin McGee, I paid for CARD0N University in 3 days with a commission check. Lauren, we're running out of room to book people at my music school after starting CARD0N
we have
University.
hundreds of these. We have hundreds, thousands of these, okay, of people that are winning on this program. The way we laid this out for you is this. It's a finance program, then the motivation. If you can't stay motivated, you will not get your finances right. So first it's finances, then it's motivation, and then underneath that, okay, and you can access any of this when you want it, how you want it, when you need it, as much as you want it. It's not like you say, hey, Grant, come out and talk to me one time. Dude, you can talk to me all day long. You can watch me 50 times in a day. Every day of the week. It's just about bandwidth. I pay for the bandwidth. You invest in yourself and your company. The reason we took the program from 18 grand, I'm giving you everything I have, everything. Everything that we have coming, personal finances, motivation, cold calling. You will have to make cold calls. If John wants to go from, if he wants to make 500 grand a year, not 55,000, he will have to call someone cold, send out a cold email, learn how to pitch people, convert people, put them in. He's going to have to learn how to do that. There's no getting away from it. You can't just wish for $1 million. You can have access to me 24/7, 365 every day. I want to help you, okay? I want to make as many millionaires as I can possible so that I can reach these other 7 billion people. Because some of those success stories that Jared just read to you, Jared, read a couple more.
Within the first week of signing with CARD0N University, my mentality changed and I was able to see exponential results.
Yeah.
Donovan Thomas. I went through all the classes online when I used to sell cars about a year ago. As soon as I moved to my new job, my production tripled.
So watch. What happens when those people have that experience? They open me up to 7 billion people, okay? I can't open that throttle up enough. I need people winning. So we took our core product. It's an $18,000 program. We made it available for $995. When I add content, when I add any content from personality traits, understanding a buyer, new information on sales, I'm getting ready to do a program with Frank Kern. Frank's going to be down here. We're going to look at doing some stuff with funnels,
Marketing for businesses,
marketing, internet conversions. We already have some content there. I'll add that and I'll give it to you. Also, you get the book, Sell or Be Sold, best-selling Axiom award-winning book, 10x quote books. I'm going to send you a set of balls. I'm going to put the first 20 people in 21 people actually, into 2 groups, and we're going to do a private coaching call, and the socks, wristbands, a sticker. Also, Wednesdays, for everybody that signs up right now, everybody on Wednesdays, we're going to allow you into our mastermind. It's a 20 to 30 minute call every Wednesday at 2 o'clock?
Yes.
2 o'clock, okay? Every Wednesday for 52 weeks. Free for the first year. That's a $4,800 offer. Jared, what else can we tell them about why to do this, how to do this?
Yeah, look, I mean,
Why should they do this?
After you make the decision, after you do the math, after you have the targets, you have to go out and get your money, and that's what CARD0N University is all about. Unless you have the ability to go do that on your own, but if you don't have $1 million right now,
dude, even if you know a billionaire right now, you know a billionaire, you got to get a meeting with him. He ain't coming to the boat easy. Trust me. Everybody's calling him the Billy Killer. Everybody's calling him, okay? You guys want investors in your new idea? Everybody wants him to invest. This is the hard part. The hard part is not the wishing, the wanting, the making a decision. It's keeping the decision, right? And then it's adding the skills. Had I not invested in a $3,000 program when I was 25 years old, I will not be where I am today. Had I not invested $300,000 last year in my personal self-improvement, I would not be where I'm at this year. Good things would not be happening to me. I wouldn't be able to get what I need if I don't keep building my own courage. And your courage is built around your sense of self, not around your spinal cord. It's a sense of self, of courage, commitment, dedication to yourself, expanding your dreams. Remember what I said in the very beginning. This is 2/3, 2 parts mental, 1 part mechanics, okay? When I talk about courage, man, I'm not talking about these little silver balls right here. I'm talking about the ability to I'm calling on another door. I'm going to hit another door. You guys that work for Vivint right now, you're calling on doors, right? You're trying to grow your network marketing. It takes courage, man. You got to go through disappointment. You got to go through discouragement. You got to go through rejection. And the marketplace will start to reward people that just refuse to quit. Simply refuse to quit. That means you need to be surrounded by people. On Wednesdays, we're going to give you a mastermind. Every day of the week, I'm going to be your personal coach. If you don't want to get the online, dude, do something, okay? Spend 300 grand with me this year doing the self-improvement, okay? Take the 3 months, take off, go off with me, spend 300K, come travel with me, and we'll go do some self-improvement together, because that's what I'm spending this year. You're going to spend $1,000. I'm going to spend 300 grand. And I'm going to keep spending 300 grand till I can help you get to a place where you can spend 10,000, 30,000, $1 million on your self-improvement. What do you think Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, what do you think those guys spend every year on connections, hooking up, conferences, genius, dude, whatever it takes.
So look, it's a $17,000 savings today. CARD0N University /millionaire. CARD0N University /millionaire to get access to the personal finance training, the 100 ways to stay motivated, the cold call program, and every other program that Grant has.
The balls are worth it, okay? The quote book is worth it. I'll sign the quote book, Sell or Be Sold. I'll sign you tell me left ball or the right ball. I'll sign it, okay? I can't sign both the balls. I want to sign the one that's going to You know, I'll sign the socks. We'll send you stickers. I have nothing else to give you, okay? I'll throw you into, I'll tell you what I'll do, okay? What we'll do one coaching call with me. We'll break it into groups of 12 for everybody that signs up today, okay? Now, let me tell you the value of everybody doing this, okay? So we'll do it in 12, so we just got to figure out my schedule here, right?
Overcommit.
Overcommit, man. Then over-deliver, okay?
Don't call me.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So this is what I'll do for everybody that signs up in the next 3 minutes, okay? And then I'll take a couple questions and we're out of here. How do we keep this evergreen? Oh, this is just for people in the, okay, so this is what we'll do. Okay, we'll do groups of 12. I don't think there should be more than 12, right? We'll do groups of 12. Okay, for anybody that signs up, I'm going to put you in a coaching call with me. We're going to wrap around the room. We're going to do a mastermind. The value of you doing it with 12 people, dude, is you get to hear what they're doing, and we're going to hold each other accountable. Okay, and I need somebody to hold me accountable, by the way, because you know what I want to do this year? I want to do $1 million a day. Okay, I want to do $1 million a day. That was our goal at the first of the year.
For sure.
What was the goal? What was the goal at the first of the year? Remember when we had that meeting?
It was $10 million a month.
Yeah, 120 million bucks this year. Yep. So, yeah, that goal was doubled. Now I'm backing off to half of that.
You know what I'd like to do?
No. What was the goal? What was the goal? What was the goal we had at Regalia?
It was $1 million at 10.
So 10 million. That's 120 million.
Yeah.
So I'm the one jacking it up to 365.
Yeah. But, you know, you just got to be 365 GC.
But so what if I come up short? I don't care. So what if I only do like 185?
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like for real quick, just for the folks that invested in the deal.
Congratulations,
for the folks that invested in the deal, congratulations. And for those of you who haven't yet, that's cool. But I want to do something just for the people that have invested. I actually want to show you guys what you've gotten. So this is just for the people that have invested in the deal. Can you talk like this?
Yeah.
He can pull it up on his computer, dude.
Yeah. You want me?
Yeah.
Just tell him where to go.
Yeah. Right here?
Here, let me do this.
Yeah, you want to do it?
Here. So this is
right there, right?
No, I'm gonna do something different real quick.
We're going to do something different right now. Look, I want to help you. Aaron Curtis, congratulations. Christopher Kelly, Brandon Eli, Stephen Bassett. By the way, this is tax deductible, folks. Byron Fain, Jonas Hallberg, Shane Rankin, Joe Kroll, Mark Williams, Roberto Gutierrez. These are good people, man. Anybody that can't do it right now, by the way, I'll tell you what else I'll do. Anybody that can't do it right now, I'll do 3 payments of $350 if that helps you. You got to call in. If you don't have $1,000 on your card, I'll do 3 payments, $350. Again, it's still tax deductible. Go ahead. What?
This is for the deal.
Okay, Wednesdays at 2 o'clock, okay?
It's part of the deal.
As part of the deal, this is a $5,200 coaching call, okay? And instead of me doing one of these with 12 people, we're going to do one of these every week, okay? Now, I'll be on 4 of them this year for sure. I can't be on every one of them. We're going to, rather than give on them one, okay, we're going to do a coaching call, mastermind call. What? Yeah.
4 for each.
No. We're going to do Wednesdays, 2 p.m. Talk about it, Jared.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's not on mic.
Oh, you're not on mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you got to tell them, dude. I don't know. You go to your computer.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
It's
and
not
show
gonna
them.
work. Never,
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
So, yeah, that's terrible. Can you talk to him? I can keep it right here. You can talk to him about it. Can you talk to him? Because I'm not sure what you're talking about right now. Talk. Explain it. Yeah.
Just go ahead. So what we're doing is we're giving you access to a 52-week mastermind program.
Oh, you're saying everybody. Okay, everybody here. I got it. Okay, so let me go back. Everybody here, everybody that came today, we want you to be part of the weekly mastermind. Those of you who bought the CARD0Nuniversity.com/millionaire offer, you need to break them into mastermind groups for me, coaching calls for me. Okay? So anybody that signed up today, you're going to get the socks, you're going to get the quote books, you're going to get the Seller Be Sold, you're going to get the balls, and you're going to get we're going to join you up in part of a group with me now that I've committed to it. With me, we're going to do one coaching call, find out who you are. We're going to hold each other accountable, set some really strong targets, get that freaking decision made strong, get another 11 people to support you in that decision. You'll get the mastermind with 11 other people, and then we'll just see where it goes from there, okay? Everybody else that did not elect to hook up today, man, do it. I'm telling you, do it, and do it. What am I doing here today talking to you about this? It isn't for this, I promise you. I could go buy a $30 million deal right now that would make more money than me talking to all you people. But I love you guys. I want to help you. I want this to be my legacy. I want this to be the game changer. I want you to look back 25 years, 50 years from now and say, dude, I hung out with that dude that day. We hung out. I made a decision. I decided to become a millionaire, multi-millionaire. I decided to become a billy killer. And Uncle G, the godfather of sales, business, and commerce, woke me up that day and showed me what my mommy and my daddy and the school system didn't. I can be rich. I can have affluence. I should have prosperity. I should have more than I need so I can help other people. Look, at the end of the day, folks, you're going to need sales skills. You're going to need calling skills. You're going to need cold call skills. You're going to need motivation every day. You're going to need it or you're not going to get there. It's sitting there waiting for you. If you've ever prayed and asked for help, oh my God, God, help me. Dude, this might be the help. You're not going back to school. You're not going to a university. You're not going back to Harvard, and you shouldn't, okay? You don't even need to go to a trade school. What you need to do is get your freaking courage. You need to get your commitment strong, get your courage bold, go into the marketplace. I want to help you. I want to help you. I want to help your family. Dude, the only reason you wouldn't do this right now is because you don't believe in yourself. And you know what? It's the only reason you wouldn't do it. You didn't use a program before. You bought something in the past, you didn't use it. Don't quit trying, okay? Don't quit. What if this is the one? What if this is the one that you're like, this is the one that turned me around? From the age of 15 years old to 25 years old, every day I said, I'm going to be somebody important. Every day from the age of 15 to 25, I'm going to be somebody important. And it never happened. And then one day when I was 25, I said, I'm going to be somebody important. And that one stuck. Or was it the ones before that? I don't know. I just know this. I didn't quit. And I quit the whole way. Along the way, I kept spending money on myself. Stupid stuff. Dumb stuff. Books I didn't read. Programs I didn't listen to. And then one day, I don't know, right thing at the right time, the right moment, something happened and click. So from 25 to 58, all I've been doing the whole time, hey man, keep buying books, keep buying programs. That's not my problem, okay? The program that you bought that you didn't use isn't the problem. The problem is you're not going out and getting your money right now, okay? You can't save your way to this. Go ahead, Jared.
Congrats to Yusuf, Dominique, Debbie, Richard, Tim, Hannah, Thomas, Sean, Juan, Michael, Wasim, Eric, Martin, Elsa, Rhett, William, Michael, Les, Robert, Roberto,
Dude,
Mark,
you guys,
Aaron, Christopher, Brandon, Stephen, Shayla, Byron, Jonas,
the best
Shane,
thing
and
for
Joe.
yourself, for your family. But most importantly, let me tell you what you're doing it for. You're doing it for your dreams, okay? Your dreams are worth it. I put my kids and my wife at risk for my dreams. And I told my wife when I married her, I said, hey, let me tell you something. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you better than than you could ever imagine. But I will put you at risk to make my dreams come true. Because when I make my dreams come true, dude, I make your dreams come true. So if you have to put off right now, if you have to avoid doing something right now that you promised to do so you can make your dreams come true, your dreams are the boat, the vehicle that can take care of your kids, that can take care of your marriage, that can take care of your parents, that can take care of your community. I can't give money to charity if I don't go out into the marketplace, right? And say, hey, who's got my money? Okay, I want to help you with that. This company is here to help you with that. If you're in Miami and you want to come by and take a shot, get a selfie with me, grab a book, get it autographed, help if you have a question. Every Wednesday, all of you, everybody listening, every Wednesday, 2 p.m., call in, live call, every Wednesday, 2 p.m. It's free to everybody that showed up today. Okay, Jared, what else? Any other questions we can wrap up with? You guys are awesome. Hashtag millionaire today, man. What'd you take away from this? You got to get multiple flows. You got to get your streams going. You got to get the dream happening. You can't quit. You can't stop. Robert's doing it. John's doing it. Come on, man. Jared's doing it.
Jared.
Why ain't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? When did you quit? When did you quit believing in yourself? Who convinced you you couldn't do it? Okay? Do you want to turn out like your daddy? My daddy died when he was 52 years old. Heart blew up in his chest. Good provider. Okay? That is not success.
Is this only for the U.S., this offer, or is it global?
Global, baby.
Except the
If you
the
live
shipping.
in Venus, if you live on Saturn, if you live on Mars, I'm taking care of the bandwidth. Here's what happens. The more you use it, the more it costs me. Just so you guys know. There's an online platform. It gets delivered to your phone, your tablet, or your computer. The more you use it, the more it costs me. I have to pay for the bandwidth. Okay, Jared. Brett Coffee, I waved his fee today. Matt Crane, I waved his fee today. Dan Greel, I waved his fee today. Okay, what else can we tell people, man? What else we got going on? What's happening? You guys want to get rich?
Yeah.
Dude, I want to give more money to charity. Okay, I want to give more money to my church than anybody has ever given to my church. And I want to help, man. I want to make a difference. You guys want to make a difference? Okay, you want to make a difference. Broke people don't make a difference. No offense. You run up against it, like I want to do more. I can't, okay? Okay, if my car runs out of gas on the side of the road, you might help me push it for a little ways, but you can't give me a full tank of gas. I need a full tank of gas. I need to get out of traffic, and I need a full tank of gas. Okay, Jared, take it away, buddy.
All right, guys. So look, last offer, last few that we have available.
And look, if you wake up later today, if you wake up in the next hour and you're like, I want to go grab that thing, or maybe you need to talk to your wife, CARD0Nuniversity.com. We'll leave it up till 5 o'clock tonight. CARD0Nuniversity.com/millionaire. Take advantage of it. It is tax deductible. Okay, we laid it out in the specific order we want you to watch it in. Finances, motivation, cold calls.
And if you guys need the 350 payments, the 3 payments, we can do the
Call
3
in
payments. Call the office.
310-777-0255. Call in 310-777-0255. Look, I want you to be a millionaire. Jared wants to help you. I got a staff of 40 guys in there. They'll talk to you, answer your questions, help you with anything. If you run into a sales situation, a cold call situation, a follow-up situation, you don't know how to handle it, every Wednesday. I'm giving this to you. $5,200 just for showing up today. You don't have to buy anything else from me. $5,200 every Wednesday, 2 p.m., free to you. Hey, God bless you. Be great. Take care of that dream you got, folks, just like you would your family. Take care of those kids you got, just like you would your dream. Abandon your dream, you'll abandon your kids, because you do. Okay? Your mommy, your daddy didn't give it to you. The Godfather sales will. I want to be the guy that helps you get to the next place. Help me get to where I'm going. I'll help you get to where you're going. Thanks a lot for joining us today.